Morning.
Morning,
Good
top of the
morning.
top.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yo,
What's going on, Dino? Lynn, welcome.
Morning. Morning.
What is the
morning, good
word?
morning.
Good morning, everybody
I'm
on
up,
the line. Bless you.
Hey,
I'm
Lil
up,
B,
I'm up.
Dino, Swaz.
Good morning.
And
You
this
know,
is
Lynn, when you sent me
man.
that request yesterday, you wouldn't even let me on.
Really? Oh, that was a
Yeah.
drag. It was like, oh, Lil B don't want to hang out. But
No,
I
it
know
wouldn't let me on at
it was
all.
glitchy. It was
Yeah.
very glitchy last night. It was inviting people and then holding them and not if and then holding it like for the entire time, and I'd have to like take it out every time and re-ask. It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, yeah, me
Anyway,
either.
Well,
we were silly.
basically, Instagram has figured out that it's kind of fucked up
Yeah.
because it's created this forum and people are networking and they haven't charged a fee for it and they aren't selling commercials during it. So it's kind of like they're paying for the infrastructure to support it through the technology, but where's the gain? If people are only on here chopping it up, creating businesses, being spiritual, networking, talking about God, creating relationships, doing positive things, but there's no commercials, there's no product placement, where's the profit? So either you have to see it coming in the near future where they're going to charge, or the commercials have to come to support the infrastructure. So now it's locking up and doing, because Swaz is a fucking genius. Swaz is like DJ Envy of the Instagram. You know what I mean? For hours though. Envy will get up there with Charlemagne and Angela Yee and they kick off for what, an hour? This man will hold like legitimate discussions and shit on various topics for hours at a time. And they see that. So it's going to start being glitchy.
And they can see it and get it's bigger than that too, Dino, because what tends to happen in my live especially is I'll get 1,000 people to come into the live, but I'll have 1,400 comments. I'll have more comments than the amount of people that have come into the live, which is
Of
engagement.
course.
Is once you understand that Instagram is looking for engagement. That's why we're creating that wealth group, right? So we can try and break some of those algorithms, right? I know already that
So,
the earlier on in a post, right? So like within the first 10, 15 minutes, if you can get some likes and some comments and some views, that's the easiest way to get put into that algorithm that kind of like spit your stuff into new audiences. Otherwise, they just keep you in this little box. You know, like if you just getting 1 or 2 likes in the first hour, that post is not going nowhere. It won't go nowhere. You know.
yeah, it's
And I
dead.
loved
It's
that thing
dead.
that you sent the other day because you gave me the ability to share you with people I don't know when you did the where you know if you believe somebody is a good person and you want them to know, send that to them today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That gave me
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ability
yeah.
to get you out there. You understand? Because
Yeah,
people that
yeah.
normally wouldn't see you, I'm using that post, and I'm sure when they weren't seeing you, okay, let me see what this brother's all about. You know what I mean? So
For sure.
we can
For
break that
sure.
algorithm now. All you need is a good 10, 15 people ready to hit like right away, and then Instagram will take care
Right.
of the rest of you. You know what I mean? They'll
Right.
take care of the rest. Watch that
And
15
that's
turn to
that
150.
Yeah, and that's that Kanye West thinking, and I like that about you because you tend to have forward thinking. I also I think that you're really diverse and pause. And I've come on, I've seen you looking at charts and graphs on the computer. I've popped on and it's jokes and funny. I've popped on you talking about family relationships. I've popped on, heard you talking about mental health. I've popped on, heard you fundraising for people in need. I've popped on, heard you having spiritual or religious discussions. And that's a wide range. That just shows your range of intelligence and it's building. But I'm actually just super nervous. I have a 9 a.m. virtual casting call for one of 50 Cent's TV shows. So I got up at exactly 2:01 a.m. And my mind said, go get in the shower and just get that part out of the way. So I showered up and it was very refreshing. I was able to meditate. But all y'all, that give a damn, I'd appreciate if y'all throw positive vibes and energy into the universe to support me through that. Because if I get on the other side of that fence for one of these type of big multi-million-dollar projects, I'm willing to be Bookman. Y'all remember Good Times? They called him Buffalo Buddy. He was like the janitor. Just to get on the other side of that fence and get in the building, it could change all of our lives because I'll be able to network and I'll be able to create opportunities for other people like I did with the last film that'll be out on Thanksgiving. I got like 8 people in the movie with me because they selected me. So, I'm trying to be forward thinking like Kanye West. It's not about what we get too caught up in trying to look like we got some money instead of actually networking and building some wealth, not being rich, building some wealth, which creates power. See, you could have money and no power. You could be rich and have no power. You could have a bunch of money. You could be Jay-Z, but there's only so many houses in the Hamptons. He might just aspire to live in the Hamptons. He might be worth $1 billion. Let's not make it that extreme. You might be Mike Epps, and you might be worth $20 million and aspire to have a home in the Hamptons. But it might be another person that's only worth $12 million. And they'll say, yeah, we don't want Day in our neighborhood. So they don't got to sell you the fucking house. So you got 20 million on your net worth. The other Jewish guy or white guy or Italian might only be worth 9 million, but they sell him the house and don't sell it to you, which shows you that money doesn't outweigh power. Just because you have money, it doesn't mean you can buy everything because people have to accept your money. It avails nothing if you don't create your own brands, our own products and goods and services, like Master P is doing, making chips and food and noodles. It might not be top-notch, real eloquent stuff, but he's moving in the right direction because it's ownership. We spend too much money with other people that don't give a fuck about us, trying to look like we got some money instead of actually having some money. Kanye West, all these billionaires, you don't never see them wearing no chains and fucking bullshit ass shit we buy. Kanye West is worth multiple billions of dollars. That man wear regular hoodies and tattered. The shoes look like some stuff you might wear when you go to prison. But that's forward thinking. That it's not about the material stuff. It's about building networks and franchising with people that are like-minded and building power. Building power. Buying factories. Getting a hold of the raw materials that it takes to make whatever it is you like, instead of having to buy the stuff from somebody else. Become the connect instead of being a worker on the corner your whole life and my whole life. Amen.
Amen. Amen. I agree. I appreciate the kind words too.
Yes, sir.
And with that sexy, sexy voice, you should surely get the.
I'm sorry. What happened?
I said, with that sexy voice, you should surely get the part.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
Well, thank you so much,
pray
man.
last night for you, though. So you were in my prayers, so you should be all right.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. And of course, Immaculate doesn't agree. So, there's something, never change.
Suddenly you sound like you're underwater.
Oh, yeah, something's up with it. I thought I was sure.
I said, and of course, Immaculate says, I don't agree. Some things never change. Some people aren't into logic. They're into debate. And I'm not here to debate or argue. I'm not a confrontational person. I just like to have discussions, conversation, so that it brings and provokes thought. I'm not here to be right or wrong. I'm just here to provoke thought and share some of my thoughts. Swaz will tell you I'm that type of person. I've been on here and had an opinion and expressed it. And someone came on and had a different opinion, and I felt that it made more sense than what I previously thought. I told them thank you for giving me an alternative opinion, which makes me have an alternative way to think. And if I don't agree, it's cool, but I don't just disagree just to disagree so we can go back and forth. Nah, that's not the vibe.
Yeah, we got people that just look to counter. That's all they're looking to do.
You better know it.
They're not listening for not 1 second. They just want to counter whatever you said. Oh, found something. All right, let's argue about nothingness.
Nah, Swaz, that's not true.
Nah, man, I know a lot of people like that. Dude, I'm not saying you, but I
It's
do know a lot of
people.
Oh my
It's a
God.
lot of
That
that are
people.
just
that went over
like,
your head. That's all right.
I guess so.
Oh, that's a
Maybe
joke.
because you're laying down and you said it and it just flew
Ooh,
into the opposite ceiling of your bedroom and got stuck there.
damn, is it on the headboard?
I need you to send it this way.
Sherry's 2021 wants to be added.
Okay.
And I appreciate you giving me the floor this morning. I'm gonna go decompress and focus my energy on what I need to do, which is actually 9 o'clock West Coast time, and maybe take a little nap. But hey, Major League Love, Swaz, Lynn, everybody on the live and everybody that chimed in. Make sure you support Swaz. He's an intelligent guy. I see a big future for him. Pause. I see a very bright future for him. And y'all support the brother because he's not just all about the bullshit. Some people is here to sling, for the jokes and the arguments back and forth because it'll get you up to 50 viewers. He's not that guy. He'll entertain it every blue moon, which is cool. It's balanced. But he's not just the attention seeker or grabber. He's actually assisting people, networking, providing opportunities, and changing the dynamics of people's households. So y'all support the brother, man. And if God be stop. Sherry's 2021 told me to stop.
Sherry?
So, no, I don't know her, but I'm going to stop. If she said to stop, I better stop. She might be on the West Coast, and I just want to go to the grocery store. I'm at the gas station, and she might hit me in the head with a brick or something.
I got you right there, Sherry. You coming up.
Yeah, let me get out of here, champ. I appreciate you as always.
Easy.
Okay. I'm looking for crutches as we speak. Y'all have a blessed day, man.
Yo, be safe. Everybody just focus good attention on him and that opportunity for those that don't pray. And if you do pray, please just say a word to the Father. Keep our people continuing on their journey. You deserve the opportunity. Hold on.
What?
What happened? What?
Okay, anyway. Good morning.
Good morning.
Blessed to the most amazing Swazi and you, Queen.
Thank you, Sherry. How you been?
All right, then, fuck that nigga. That nigga
Sure.
is a horrible disaster.
What happened?
Yeah, because like that, it made me so upset because it's like everything he talks about is like he always has something bad to say, and then you want to act like he has knowledge. Yeah, whatever.
Oh no, sis. Dino's usually pretty positive. I'm gonna be
I'm
honest,
always
Sherry.
positive.
No, not you. I'm talking about the gentleman that you
No,
said
he's
was.
not. So anyway,
Right? I can't change anyone's mind.
no.
Just express my opinion.
All right, well,
How you been?
I've been wonderful.
That's good.
So I'm also really strong. So I like to see people, build and do amazing shit. But I'm not down for bullshit. Like that niggas is still the same nigga that pretend to be somebody else.
You know him personally and had an interaction with him
Yeah, I had a
to feel
conversation
that
with
way.
him. Yeah.
Okay.
So Swazi is one of the realest dudes I know.
So how long ago was those conversations? Was it a long time ago or was it recent?
I don't know, but y'all always asking questions. So so y'all don't know him? Like he has like a bunch of spoof pages, shit like that. Let me ask you a question. Who are
Nah,
you?
no, sir. I think you got him mixed up with somebody.
Oh,
Dino is a
No,
is
who?
an
comedian.
actor.
I'm comedian Lil B. I was just asking some questions. That's it. I mean,
I'm
I'm
just
not trying
saying,
to
like, are
interrogate
you
you.
all right, well, why are you yelling? Nice to meet you.
Good morning,
I
buddy.
have an earpiece in, so it might sound like I'm yelling, but I'm not yelling. I'm on
No,
my way to
you're
work.
definitely yelling. So
I'm definitely not. That's how I know. I don't want to get into it with you, Queen. I just asked a few
I know you
questions.
don't. So let me ask you
So
a question.
wait a
Are
minute,
you
wait a
an
minute.
angel?
Don't say it like that.
Are
Yeah,
you
I
an
am.
angel?
Yeah, I definitely am. I'm a
Oh,
comedian Lil B. Yeah, I
okay.
come on
That's
here and share
nice.
my story every day. I'm
Okay.
not a confrontational person. I love all my black kings and queens. That's it.
That's nice. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know because like Swazi had this girl and like she was pretending to act like she was really about it, but she was taking his time away from what he really believed in. So I don't know you, but this is your opportunity.
Yes, ma'am. I'm none of that at all.
This is your opportunity.
Opportunity for what?
That's little B right there. She's really important to me. She's very
Okay.
important.
How
You trying to
important?
take over? Huh?
Oh, let me see you. You look a
That's why I
little
say she's right
different.
there. She's looking right at you. I'm trying to tell you, shit is
Nah.
wild. No,
You
So,
said
shout out to Baltimore,
definitely.
right? Shout out to them real, you know what I'm saying, studs that come out of Baltimore.
I'm not
That's what's
from
up. Is that a
Baltimore.
white woman over there? Okay, so let me tell you, y'all. So first of all, I'm here with the strength of Swaz. You know what I'm saying? I'm really strong. So I have a black woman. You know what I'm saying? That's a dyke. No offense. You know what I'm saying? In the other corner. And then over here, there's a white woman that's trying to figure out how she can make this shit possible for money. Right? And then she has Botox and shit like that. I don't understand.
What?
So you say that you say I don't want to offend you, but no
Sherry, where's
offense.
this coming from? Sherry, you
I'm just
alright?
coming from the fact, like, I don't understand. Like, because
I'm
at the
not
end of the day,
suggesting
Swaz,
yours.
I don't.
So
I'm
you
pretty
just
sure
you,
Lynn doesn't have
you just
Botox.
kind of
let
you
them
got
Maybe.
me
explain.
saying that I'm not from Baltimore.
Okay, where you from?
I'm actually from Aurora and lived in Chicago for 7 years. Not even from nowhere up there.
Oh, you from Chi-Town.
Yeah.
Lord, this is not the Sherry I'm accustomed to, yo.
Shout out to Chi-Town. I
Shout out to
love Chicago. Yeah, but Chicago got better motherfucking Wi-Fi. So shout out to Chicago
you say do what?
and Deep
Uh,
Pan Pizza.
Oh,
And
okay.
shout out to all the pimps in Chicago.
Okay, so you came up for that. Cause I ain't a pimp.
Yeah,
I mean, like
I want to know.
I mean,
Let me tell you what I came up for.
okay, let's see.
I want to know what your purpose is. You know
Oh,
what I'm
my
saying? Like, if I was going to
purpose
sit
is
and have a
why
conversation with you,
okay.
why would I have the conversation?
Oh, cause I'm the shit. And everything about my life, I've had to overcome things. And if you chimed in more, you can hear
Okay.
my story a lot more because I get on here and tell it all the time.
Oh, word? How was you
Yeah.
telling it?
You said,
That
why am I
part?
saying it? I missed that last part. You said, why am I telling it?
That's not what I said. So anyway,
No, I didn't catch the
so
last part.
shout out to the live. I don't care. Shout out to the live. I need intelligence in my life.
You
You
need
know what I'm saying?
intelligence
And
in your life
Swazi's
because
a
you got
very
up here
important part of that.
intelligent. You got up here wanting to attack everybody up here. So how did you come up here with intelligence?
I'm just saying, y'all attack everybody all the time, right?
I never
uh-oh.
attacked
Are you
nobody. You don't
attacking
even
nobody over here,
know me.
Sherry?
Yes, y'all do. Y'all attack
Mm.
men all the time.
I don't
Lil
attack
B don't move like that, Sherry. I
you.
can't.
Go ahead, Swazi. Go ahead and talk to your friend.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I get it,
Wait,
Sherry. I know
wait a
there's
second,
people around that you
Swazi.
might
Let me
not know.
talk to them,
No,
right? So,
me and you not gonna talk.
no, y'all supposed to be my sisters. Y'all attack men all the time.
Oh no, we're
And then
not
y'all
gonna.
say really foul shit to them, and then y'all be shaking your ass. So I'm just trying to figure out, are we strong or are we
I've been
just
doing this for
going
a
with the
long
flow?
time. I'm not shaking my ass for no nigga. What is you talking about? Like you miss
All right, so what do you
reading.
do?
Okay, we're not gonna do that anymore. Did you just wake
Right,
up?
you turn around, you fuck a girl.
I'm not here for this.
You gotta really be on it.
I
You
got
gotta
really be.
stay in your square.
Nah, I don't gotta stand no square. Not for nobody I don't know.
Why?
It's
Because
just
y'all
what
just sitting
you- it's
around,
what you
rolling
do.
around,
I
like,
don't
you know
even
what I'm
do.
saying, being niggas. Like, y'all gotta be on your square.
Oh no, I'm not no nigga. I'm a whole female. I don't got no dick. I got a couple fake dicks, but I don't got no real dick. So at the end of the day,
No, I thought so.
you said what?
I thought so because y'all sexy, like y'all dyke bitches. So, but that at the end of the day, y'all dyke bitches, like y'all be talking shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm so disappointed in this whole concept.
I'm so disappointed that you
You
came up
understand?
here and didn't get to know the people you were talking to and then spilled out how you
Oh,
felt and what.
why?
That's
Oh,
what
because
I'm
I'm supposed to
disappointed.
care about your feelings?
I don't care nothing about you care about my feelings. I have no idea. You're just a box.
Yes, you do. You
You,
always want to care about your feelings.
girl, if
You
I
always
thought
want to
you,
care about your feelings.
you
Yes, you
look,
do.
I don't care about nobody's feelings but the ones I lay down with, and I don't lay down with you, sweetheart. So
I
I don't care.
know.
This, all right, all right, all right, all right. So it's obvious that we don't know one another. Sherry, let me introduce you. This is Lil B. Okay. Lil B is a comedian. She works every day. She joins the live almost every morning at 7 a.m. and rides with us to work. She has a really solid story. She's in her kids' lives. She's in her mother's life. She's taking care of her family. Um,
Mm.
I don't really care what she does sexually. That's not pertinent to me. Um, Lynn is from Canada. She has a different insight. She's extremely smart. She can be very funny at times. She can also be a little quirky. Um, she's somebody that I talk to on a daily basis as well. These people are here. When I hit 7 a.m., they're here at 7
Really?
a.m. And they've been supporting me and been in my corner for the last several months. And I understand that, you got a lot going on and you might not see what's
I
going
know.
on with
Very
me.
nice to meet you. I'm sorry.
But everybody that's around me is not better just by me, but by God. So I'm not as concerned as you might be. But even if somebody was negative and was around me, I know it's for a reason. You know what I
I
mean?
know. I know. I
So
just was like poking.
I know you
So
was.
very nice to
But
meet
they
you,
handle themselves
ladies.
well, I think. I think you can see that this platform is not looking to engage and
I
cause
love it.
argument and fight. They wanna love you. I can see they're trying to figure out if you're good. Because you haven't been coming around. Every time you've been around the last few times, you've been on a real positive flow. So everybody can understand when you got a day off, as I do right now. So I'm just making sure that you're good. And if you need to talk
Wait,
to me, I'm
wait a
here.
second. I'm good. And thank you. I do have a day off. So
Good.
I'm always pushing the limit because I have a day off. You understand? And I never want to make anybody feel bad. I always want to know what's going on.
Hmm.
Because I feel like if we're doing something, let's make it really count, right? And I'm just going through my own shit. Like I'm not really sure if I'm doing something right or wrong.
I know. I feel it in you. I can feel it in you. But you got to come to me about it. We got to kick it outside of this. That's too private and too close to shit you trying to get to. Like you can't
I
listen.
can.
No, no, no. Like talking through it and dealing with your particular issues is the best thing you could do instead of worrying about others. You know what I
I
mean?
know. But Swazi, but let me tell you something. So to sit and talk about it is the craziest thing in the world. It becomes very uncomfortable, but you share it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm realizing now, like, if I like standing where I'm at all times, it's the most amazing thing in the world. But it becomes overwhelming for me. So I just did it, and I'm gonna leave before it becomes uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been through a lot of hurt.
Yeah, I
I've
hear
been
you.
through a lot of hurt, and I'm strong.
Sherry, I'm
I'm
gonna
not
ask.
just strong. I'm
Listen,
amazing.
I know you are, Sherry, but
You
I'm
understand?
I'm telling you, right? Do you trust me enough to tell you that it's best that we talk about this offline? Because I can feel it
No,
doesn't belong here.
I trust you enough, but I also know that I trust me enough to say that you could talk about it right now.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Well, guess what? Neither do I. But I know uncomfortability breeds amazing money.
I'm
Don't
not
people
looking
like
for money.
money?
Money is not. You just said it. Like you just heard the brother
I
say,
know
I,
I
I
did. I know I
recharge.
did.
I'm
I know
not.
I did.
Money is not my concern.
But it also breeds
Your
strength.
heart
Like
is.
everything I'm doing right now is strength. It's my uncomfortability. Um, it's me just I'm here. You understand? Like I'm looking at your art. I see myself upside down. Right? I see the beauty and everything. I see the worst and everything. And the uncomfortability is fucked up. You understand? But what I also learned is that the uncomfortability, if you could get through that, you could do anything. For real, you could do anything. You could do
I
anything.
agree. I agree. I
Hello.
believe in being uncomfortable. I agree.
Hi, baby.
Welcome,
You
Nat.
could do anything.
Hey, good morning. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Swazi.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. I don't understand because the question on the top it says are arguments used to I'm sorry, diminish
Then
your partner's character. I was answering the question. I said I don't agree. And then before I can even go into my next, to finish off with that, I thought that was I didn't know I wasn't supposed to answer it. Listen, I came in the live. I wasn't here to argue with
wait, what?
anybody.
Wait. Whoa.
Was
Who
I
said
rude?
something to
I'm
you?
sorry.
Dino says, unlike you, I'm not here to argue with anybody or
Yeah,
or
well,
be
Oh,
guess
drama.
what? And we
Hold
don't
on,
want him
Lynn.
here.
I mean not Lynn, Sherry,
Sherry.
or be argumentative. I'm here to speak and create discussion. Okay. So because I said I didn't agree, that's to be argumentative? No, that's part of starting a conversation, yes? A
Yes.
discussion. So
Yes.
you're the one that's being negative towards me. I said good
yeah,
morning,
but
hey
you're
y'all.
talking to the ear. He's not even here.
I'm
Listen, I
he
love you.
hold on.
He's
Cause
insecure.
I was actually typing in the comments to him.
He's insecure.
So he'll see it regardless.
Eventually, when he can see the sun, you know what I'm saying, and the wings
I don't know what everybody woke
and
up,
the
but
Mother Earth.
I just want to say,
He's like a
hey,
pretend.
have a
No,
nice day.
no,
It's not that
man,
deep,
please.
but
It
I
is
just
definitely
wanted
that
to
deep.
have a
Yeah, it's not that deep. Man.
It's
It
not that
is.
deep, but I'm just because I thought I was answering the question. I was kind of a little bit lost into why he was coming at
Well, the
me,
whole
but
question
Yeah.
for some reason is not there because it's supposed to say our arguments used to
What?
diminish
Nobody likes
partners
steak.
light, but I don't see it. I don't see the
to,
word light.
yeah, that's why I was, I thought it
What?
was saying diminish.
But that's that iPhone. That's that
Oh my
iPhone ish
god.
that I got to
That
get
nigga
going
works at a
through.
Oh,
post
really?
office.
Now we just
Cause
gonna
I
blame
hit
it on.
no, there's
And
a
he
stat.
has a school
It'll say
page.
one thing in the what I type, and I hit send.
And he has
That
a
shit
school
automatically
page.
changes. Like yo, what the fuck? Like what type
He
of
is
creepy
not
shit is
from the
that?
hood. That nigga got a school page.
Can you hear
Everything
me
I can
better
say. That nigga work for the post office. That nigga
than
got
you
extra
normally can hear
pages. You
me?
listen to this motherfucker?
Yeah, I hear you.
Wait, I'm saying like, can you hear me louder than I normally am?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
That's because I got a
Okay.
new iPhone.
That's right.
Congratulations.
That's
Congratulations.
Hope it came from
Welcome to the
London.
bullshit.
because I.
Welcome to the iPhone 13 bullshit.
What the fuck, nigga?
That bitch about to heat up
24.
in
That nigga's a
24 minutes.
pussy, son. That part.
Welcome to your first hot
Hey,
pocket.
All
And that's
right,
what these
well,
the
females
world
do.
we live in. No, I don't have
welcome to Long Island.
is this
So
an
listen,
AA
so
meeting?
What
Hold
the
on,
fuck
Sherry.
is this your AA meeting, son? We not fucking, you know what I'm saying, massive bitch. So,
What?
fuck that nigga. That nigga's a pussy, son.
Nah, Sherry.
What y'all gonna do?
Sherry, I love you. We're gonna talk
I
later,
love
baby.
you.
I love you.
How
You know I
much?
do. That much. I won't allow you to continue to do this. I love
Yo,
you.
she's drowning.
Nah, she was good. She was just swimming. She was just swimming. That's why, like, I'm sitting here and trying to understand if it's maybe something that happened in the last couple. You know what I mean? Because I know she was in a really
Yes,
good place. She was in a really,
something
really
must
good
have
place.
happened because, um, y'all sound drunk as fuck on this live and it's only 7 a.m. Well, you
Bunny,
can exit.
wait, nah, Bunny, you know what? You want to play the show? You become the show. Please join, Bunny.
I don't know who Bunny is, but
Hopefully you are sober minded to be able to handle.
hopefully
More than
that's
likely
a
gonna have to use
woman
stuff.
Good
and not a
morning.
man.
This is Bunny.
What's up?
This
What's up?
the intelligent brother. Let's
Oh,
start
he's
there.
a guy.
He's a whole
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Wait. He's a whole dude, right? And he's not. He's obviously off his bunny, but he's very respectful, and I respect that about him. But he tends to throw his little jab. You want to
N-
see how far he can
I'm
go.
literally making an observation. It
Get his little
sounds.
trolly trolls on. Get his little little troll. Hey, Swaz, I'm here. Okay, I see you, Bunny.
What are you
Why?
talking about? No, I'm literally like it. It literally sounds like whoever was up here before just talking like they sound like they were drunk. So I was like, and they were going off of someone in the comments, and I'm like,
All right,
y'all
Bunny.
having a
Well,
whole conversation, and they're upset about someone in the comments. So
So
all
I
right. Well,
sounded drunk to you?
did,
yeah, like.
she sounded drunk?
Yeah, you and somebody else, whoever else was up here
Well,
talking,
you
like,
could. You didn't have to listen if it bothered you that much.
no, I didn't bother. It didn't bother me because I asked a question. I would have just clicked off the live
No, you
instead of
didn't ask a question. You made a statement.
No, I said, is this an AA meeting? Correct?
Okay, and
Is that not a
that
question?
that first one was a question. Yes. The
Perfect.
second one was
Was a
not a
statement?
question.
Yes,
Was a
yes. The
statement.
second one was a
So I'm
statement.
talking about. The. I laughed at when you said the AA meeting. I didn't care about it. I didn't even care about the statement.
No,
But
no, no.
I
So
mean,
it wasn't. No, the other person is the one that was like, is there like that person's a fucking pussy? Da da da. I'm like, what the
oh,
hell?
Oh, yeah. All right. See,
that's
but that's the
Sherry.
thing. So let me tell you something. So it's somebody I deal with on a consistent basis, right? So when I'm seeing a change in her personality, it's not me to run from things. I don't run. You understand? I'm
Mhm.
trying to see how serious it is. Because sometimes, you're just kicking back, trying to like, lighten the loads a little bit. And sometimes there's something really, really there. You know what I mean? And I felt
Yeah.
like there's something really, really there. And it don't belong here. But
With
I
with
tried to let her
the
get a
other
little bit
girl.
off her chest. Yeah, I was trying to get a little bit off her chest. And I'll talk to her later. You understand?
Yeah, because
It's
we don't
just
want to
things you
put
don't
her
understand.
business out there like that. Number one. And number two, yeah, you're right. Something changed drastically.
Yes.
So wait, so was I slightly right when I made the comment about or when I asked the question about the AA meeting?
Well, no, because it's not an
No.
AA meeting, but you might have seen somebody that was inebriated or using some sort of substance. But
Okay.
but I just explained to you why I allowed it to continue because it's somebody I love. That
Okay.
would be like if you came up here tomorrow and all of a sudden you was on some Hulk Hogan shit and talking on, I would I would listen. I wouldn't just like, yo, that's not the money I know. So let me get him out. I would listen. I'd be like, okay, what's going on here? I would try and make an assessment. That way, when I got the money back that I'm accustomed to, we could talk about it. You know what I mean?
Okay. So y'all figured out what was the source of it all, or?
No, but I felt like she wanted to say it, and I didn't want it to be said here.
Oh, okay,
Oh, she
okay.
was about to say it too.
Yeah, and she
She was
wasn't
about
going to
to
do it with
say
no
it.
filter and start saying things that she shouldn't
Mm-hmm.
have been saying, and that's why I stopped it.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. I guess I was a good chaos to come and stop the conversation.
Yeah, that was a good troll. You did well.
Okay. Well, no, I literally just
Yeah,
woke up and I was like, what they doing
Uh-huh.
this early in the morning? And that's when The
So you came to
girl
check the
sounded,
live. Yes, you came to check the live.
yeah, and then the girl sounded
That's
really,
true.
really out of it. I said, "Whoa, okay."
And it's
Interesting that
true.
he came to check the live.
Yeah, that's usually how it all starts when they check the live.
That's really how it starts.
Oh, Bunny is funny.
Good
He's
morning,
funnier
y'all.
than he's funnier than Dino.
What? Oh no! What? Wait, what? You
Let's
back
not
at
do
it,
no
Mac?
comparisons. Wait, who's
You back
Dino?
at it, Mac? Dino was the gentleman that was up here earlier talking about the opportunity he has today to, for a role. I don't know if you were here.
Mm-mm.
I wish him all the luck.
Comes up a lot. He comes up a lot. Bald head brother. Funny.
Oh, I think that was the person last time I came up and everybody was going off on him. Or like, oh no, I wasn't. I was just in the comments and you, JP, and the white guy still, y'all were talking about the Bible
Oh,
and
that was the biblical. Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
That's him.
That's where the name sounds familiar. Okay, yeah.
That is him. Good job.
Oh. Well, yeah, I'm a lot funnier than him.
Yeah,
Come on.
see, I didn't
Whoa.
see this is my first time
What
meeting
the
Bunny, and I
hell?
could tell it
And
already.
then you're gonna
Listen, I'm
double
gonna follow
down?
you, Bunny, okay? Because I'm gonna
Now
see
you're
how
double
far.
down?
I'll
Hold
follow
on,
you back.
Oh my God. What the heck?
I
Yo,
am
did we
gonna
choose
follow
violence this
him.
morning, y'all?
I chose
No.
Cause
fucking
hold on,
I
violence,
said,
let me check
you
my
should have
DMs
left
because
me
nobody
alone.
sent nothing to me. Nobody sent anything. No one said, yo, Swaz, this is a violent morning. I'm gonna need you to put your
let's
armor
choose
I
on, sir.
violence
tried,
this morning.
Swazi, I tried not to do it, because I'm trying to turn this leaf over, but they keep taking me there.
It
I'm
sound
Girl,
like,
like it sound
it's
like you're not
fall,
that
it's fall
turning it.
down. The leaves are falling. The leaves
the
are falling. It's
Olin.
fall.
So I am Bunny's number one supporter.
I'm,
Dino, you need to get your lines up because you are not a funny comedian.
Yo, why are you
Comedian Little
shooting at this man?
B
He not even
is
here.
I
What is
exactly.
wrong
I
with
was gonna
him?
say he's not even in the line.
Like, why are you doing this?
because
I'm gonna
it's
ask that you please enter into the room and whatever's going on right now, shake it, break it, and please, no more. Don't let them come up here faking it. What is he
look,
talking
I'm
about,
dying.
buddy?
yo, I had to bring some laughter in it. See, I'm funny. I'm
Yeah, you
funny.
funny too.
Why you gotta be funny on the man name though? Yeah.
Comedian Little B is funnier than Dino.
I'm dying.
God, what the hell? Poor
But
guy's
wait,
literally he's
what was the
literally in the
question?
house right now, like practicing lines and trying to get his mind right. And
I'm
the last bit of information he's hearing from other humans is like, yeah, you suck at what you are. Now go get it.
Yeah.
Not every dream is meant to be a reality, though.
And
So
not the burst of laughter. Oh
And
my
somebody
goodness.
said I didn't have a sense
I
of
think the
humor.
true work is with you two. Yes? The hell, if they laugh one more time, y'all, I'll tell y'all right now, live, if they laugh one more time. I don't know what's funny.
Bunny, I love you.
I love you too, Jesus. Y'all funny this morning. Wait, so what was the topic of today's?
No. You don't get to discuss the topic, Mr. Neesburg.
Damn. Nah, I'm serious. Wait, you said our arguments
No,
used to
no,
dim your.
no, 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 no. What we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to work with you first before we work with any topics, bro. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Do
Mhm.
you do you tend to see the light in others, or do you see the darkness first?
Mm,
Good question.
that's a good question. I am a Scorpio, so I am
Oh shit.
innately suspicious of people, but I do.
Innately.
Ex-
Innately. Okay. Let's take
Wait,
this ride.
hold on.
but I
Are you a
do.
November Scorpio or October
November
Scorpio?
Scorpio.
Oh shit. Okay.
But I try to see the good in people.
It
I
takes
try
a
to.
while.
Exactly. That's what it is. It takes a while. It's not like I immediately put you in a certain box. It's like, there's a gauge. It's like like a gas meter. When you're not I don't know. I would just show you, if you just show me that you're a bad person, the more and more that you show me, because everyone's bound for, a bad day, basically. Like, so I'm not going to, off of one day, I'm not going to judge you and say, oh, you're just a negative, a hateful person, just off that one day. But over time, if I keep interacting with you and I keep having negative interactions with you, then yeah, then I will deem you as a quote unquote bad person.
Little B, why you leaving? Don't go. Stay.
But when you deem someone a bad person, what's your next step?
You said, what's my next step?
Yeah.
To call them out on it or charge them.
Nah. We're all adults here. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. We're all adults. So I just choose to deal with you or choose not to deal with you. If I have to deal with you, then I know what I'll have to do to work with you with minimal, communication. But, if I don't have to work with you, then I'm not going to talk to you.
How many friends do you still have in your life from high school?
About like three. Yeah, 3.
And do you feel that other people's pain can be used for your joy sometimes?
Bruh, why are we getting into these deep ass topics this
You
early in
know
the
why?
morning?
You know why? Because I already told
Wow.
you what you was coming. I told you already. I said the show. You wanted to change the show. You wanted the show, right? So now the show becomes yours. Yes, it's your show now.
What?
I told you that. You got it. I said this is now Bunny's show.
So you trying to say that we up here using somebody else's pain for joy?
Yes.
Basically,
Yes.
that's exactly what he's trying
Yes.
to
What
frame it to be.
pain?
That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
What pain?
And Mac, and wait. And I'm gonna once again repeat the fact that you again jumped in the car that was traveling with no brakes, and you knew it had no brakes, and you hopped your ass in the passenger seat.
That's not true, because
I'm
he
gonna need you to wait
directed
for the
it
bus, Ma.
to he directed
Wait for
it
the.
to me.
I'm gonna need you to wait for the bus because this is purely for Bunny, and you again interjected yourself. So that's not for you.
You just said Mac. You just said Mac.
No, Mac, you threw yourself in it, right?
You just said Mac. I just heard my name.
No, I never matched you.
Okay, then so I was
That's not
wrong.
true.
I
That's not
apologize.
true. Not true. You threw yourself in it.
I was
Like
trying
you
to tell
tend to
myself,
do.
you know what?
No.
So
Look, and look at
what?
what happened. Now
Maybe
you
he didn't
diverted the
feel like
attention from Bunny.
talking and he
This is what
needed me to say something.
No, so originally, and she is correct. So my alarm went
Let
off.
me get all my oxygen, please, Bunny.
It's
And Bunny stuff.
I'm not talking. Leave me alone, man.
I'm
You trying to
dying.
tell me what to do. Gosh darn you.
No, but what I was saying is that she was correct. Because when I came in, it was her and the other girl talking, and I know that there was an issue because the conversation wasn't very lighthearted or funny. It was very serious, and she was going off of somebody, and they did sound inebriated. So I didn't actually them both. So I didn't know if they both were.
Them both?
Well, yeah. So that's why I was like, is this an AA meeting? Because, hey, I don't know what you do, Swaz. You could also be a counselor on live, too, as well. Other than having deep conversations and deep topics. You could also be doing counseling. I'm like, it's y'all like early in the morning for...
Oh, so you were going to, if it was an AA meeting, you were going to do the prayer, serenity prayer, and then you were going to maybe
I don't know about that, but I probably would have just exited the live if y'all would say, yeah, this is the AA meeting. I would have like, okay, great. You guys have a great day.
You remember that old saying when we was kids? It would take one to know one.
Oh nah, I don't drink. I don't drink, but I used to mess with a lot of alcoholics. That's the crazy thing. That's why I don't drink. That's why I can notice like slurs and stuff like that and be like,
all right. So you've been hurt by that story before.
Yeah, of course, yeah. No one wants to see
felt
the
like
person.
you had some power against it because this one don't come home with you.
Well, no,
You could
I
say
was just.
you could just say what you need to say, right? Get her riled up and drink
Oh my!
another
You're
vodka.
literally trying to
You're just gonna
create a
move
thing
on.
that's
Yeah,
not
you're trying to
there.
create a situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Mac. You've never walked someone before, Mac.
I'm
First of all, we're not talking about me right now.
Oh, okay, we're talking about me, right? I thought it was about Bunny.
What's up with you,
You
Swazi?
can either join. You can either join the Throw Bunny from the freaking train tour, or you can freaking continue to do what you're doing right now, man.
I'm
Which is,
saying
what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm making
You
coffee.
know this young lady. You know Sherry. Well, you know that she could, like, that was nowhere near her losing it. You
I
know.
know, I understand that. That's why I said what I said. Like
It's not even
something
close.
happened, and only because I can agree with you because she said something on my live just a couple minutes ago. So
Yeah. So,
I had
and then
asked her
and
a
then y'all
question.
laughing at that pen, and I don't
Ain't
get it. What's
nobody
funny about
laughing
it?
at the
No one was
pain.
laughing at
I'm
that
not.
Nobody was
pain.
Yeah,
laughing
this
at
Remember,
the
is
we
not.
pain.
were
This is
laughing
more
and
centered
cackling at.
towards. This is more centered towards Mac because she has a longer standing relationship, and she knows some of the hurdles she's trying to leap. So,
You're
you
trying to
know,
say that I'm being mean, and
I'm
that's
trying to say
not.
you're being insensitive.
Insensitive.
But I wasn't being insensitive. I was talking about Bunny being funny to Dino, because he is. The guy has me cracking up. If it's
That's
funny,
where we
it's
were
funny.
laughing
That's
at.
what
We
we were
weren't
laughing
laughing
at.
at the girl.
We wasn't laughing at Sherry because I already agreed with you.
Everybody in the live that thought that was funny and thought it was silly, put your hand out. All of you.
About the Dino thing, right?
All of you that took Sherry as a joke and thought that was something that you should be laughing at this morning,
But
put
we
your hand out.
wasn't laughing at
If it don't
Sherry.
See,
apply,
exactly, Swaz.
if it don't
I think you're
apply, let
connecting
it
dots on.
fly. If
I
it
think
don't
you're
apply, it doesn't. If you weren't doing it, then don't put your hand out.
Okay.
Oh well, I'm
And
not.
those
But
that are
you're
accountable
paying
and
now.
that
You're
want to be
changing the
accountable can
narrative.
put their hand out.
You're changing
You
the
don't have to.
narrative.
You don't have to. There is no narrative.
No,
Is
you're
your hand out?
changing.
For
You're
those that have
changing it
their
because
hands out,
that's not
listen,
even
your
what
hands
she.
out. You already said you had nothing to do with that, right, Matt? Nor did you, Bunny, right?
Yeah.
That
That's
had nothing to you
right.
weren't
But what
you
you
weren't you weren't you
saying?
weren't you weren't treating that as a joke.
No, we wasn't. Because it was. We wasn't even laughing at that.
But
That's why I think, Swaz, you were connecting things that weren't connected. Now I understand why you were asking those questions, because it's like I was like, we were laughing at the whole Dino dude, and he's not even here. So there's
When
no
you
sort
say
of
yeah,
that,
well,
hurt.
that's different. Dino, that's a whole different situation,
right? That's
you
what we
know.
were talking. That's what we were laughing about. Because soon as you said that, that's when I said,
And remember, I don't know. I don't know either people. Swaz, you are correct. I don't know either people. The reason why I was more so definitely laughing at the Dino thing, because my only reference of him is that live that you and JP and Steele were in, and where he was checked on his, understanding about the Bible,
Mm.
and yeah, he literally, and he jumped down out of or he calmed himself down out of the live because he was wrong. And just like you guys said, you know, you're not gonna run away from something if you're right. And he wasn't right, and he had some sort of doubt. So I thought that was hilarious that he ran.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't think if he's a comedian, if he's an actual serious comedian, then definitely he needs to work on his jokes, because what he was saying up on the live definitely wasn't funny.
Okay, well, I think that day was a very serious topic day, so I don't believe he would have been trying to be funny.
you go
He
with
was
it.
nah. He was making some, off. He was making some sort of, jokes and stuff like that in between, the comments that he was saying when he was trying to check JP. You know.
I don't even think Dino's a comedian though. He's an entertainer. He's an actor.
He's
Oh, okay,
the
okay.
So his
comedian.
Yeah,
job is
because
just
yeah,
to,
he does like the accents and everything, right?
yeah, he
He's
does
a
all of that. Like he
comedian.
does
That's
personalities, and I don't think his goal is to just be funny. It's like if that comes about, then it does. You know?
listen. It's all jokes and funny, but I would never take somebody like Sherry
Yeah, I
and
thought that's what we were doing because we ain't gonna do that.
I would not.
No, nobody was doing that, especially not with, like you said, I've been hurt by that sort of situation before, so I don't think that's a funny situation. Like, I have family members and I've had exes that were, or that are alcoholics, and it's not a funny or cute sight. I was literally making an observation, and she went off on me saying, oh, that nigga a punk. I don't even think she honestly knows who I am for real, for real. That's the funny thing about it, is that I don't think she knows who I am. I'm just like, it's 7 a.m., in the morning. Y'all sound like y'all drunk. Is like, I was just making that. I just asked the question off of the observation that I made, and you pulled me up here. We had this conversation. We laughed about the Hodino thing, and then I think you associated that with the whole, Sherry. And no, I don't think those two things. We weren't laughing at the Sherry thing, just to make it plain. We weren't laughing at that because that's not funny. Now it's
So who's
what I
protecting
do
who? Are you
find.
protecting Mac or is Mac protecting you?
We protecting each other. What are you
I
talking about,
know. I
boy?
can feel it.
Exactly. No, but I'm also protecting Sherry too as well. She's not out of this. I'm protecting her too as well, because
I'm
that's
protecting him. Fuck it.
at
So
least
Because you know what? He
I
is
came
funny.
in and made it a
tell
lighter situation than what it was. Now,
tell
Smalls, you did direct it back to a little serious, somber.
Yeah, try to make people feel bad because Dino's not
mm-hmm.
funny. No, you're not funny.
Dino is funny. I
Funny
disagree.
is funny.
He can make a he do great accents. He did that. The guy that you was on live with the other day or yesterday that was showing you the stocks and stuff. He did a great accent of him.
He did a perfect. That was funny. That was funny.
That was hilarious. That was actually hilarious because he
That was
sounded just
funny.
like him.
That was funny. But today you're not funny.
I'm
He
screaming.
never even tried to be funny one time, I don't believe. I don't think he tried one time to be funny.
That's
He
just
came
can you
up
let me
here,
throw my?
he
I'm
was
throwing my
very
sub out. Why can't I throw my sub out?
but
Because he tried to play me.
why sub him?
Because he tried to play me.
All right.
He tried to diminish my character on a national
He
platform.
tried to
That's what
diminish
he
her
tried to
light,
do.
okay?
Yes. Made it seem like all
He
I
tried to
do
dim
is
her.
cause trouble around in these streets. I don't do that all the time. I be saving lives too, Swazi, just like
So
you.
when I
I
just
provide
literally took freaking
opportunities as well.
wait, when I just put a brick on the gas pedal of Bunny's car, right? Why did you jump in it?
Because you was trying to insinuate that he was doing something other than what he was really doing. I didn't like that.
Don't save him. They don't want to be saved. Don't save him.
I'm going to save him. I got the life raft, okay? I can save him.
Wait, so are we in a car or are we in a boat? Like,
I don't know, but I just
or a
like, because I don't
train?
want to be
Because
in a car
At
because
this point,
I
y'all
start
on the
falling asleep
spaceship.
behind the
Y'all,
fucking wheel.
y'all
So
out of
I
here.
got,
I don't travel on these roads.
I got to jump in the boat. I've been riding the ferry for the last 2 damn days. I want the boat, okay?
I'm dying. Okay.
God, take the wheel, please.
I'm just saying, though. I don't like, Bunny is fucking hilarious.
You know what I blame this on? I'm realizing what this
Blame
is.
it on me, because that's what they all do.
I'm screaming, don't do that.
Blame Emac. Emac just trolling again. She can't be stopped.
I want y'all
No.
all to pay attention tomorrow. Pay attention. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention tomorrow to what? What's happening? They giving away free food or something? What's happening tomorrow?
What's happening? No, now I'm kind of interested because
Yeah,
you're
because
the
we want
second
to know.
person to say something about tomorrow.
Look, see, Jenny said to say Swaz built an ark and we all jumped in. And I am the second classman, what do
I'm
you call
only
them
supposed
people?
to take one of each gender of each species. So, yeah.
So
Y'all
what you
not making
mean?
it.
I don't fit none of those categories? You can't take me with you?
One woman, one man.
Swazi, where you go, I go. Remember that.
What?
Remember that. It's been like that since day one.
Wait, but I'm a whole different species too. So can I go? I'll be chilling out with the sheeps and stuff like that.
Yes, you could come, Bunny. You could come.
Hey.
All right, I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. And you ain't got to pay. Because
Well,
Swazi try to make you pay. Yes,
come with
Then
you can go with
we in a
Mac.
recession. Okay, we in a recession.
Go with Mac. Enjoy.
all right, nah, but for real though, the topic.
The topic is: do people use arguments to dim your light?
What do
Like,
you mean? Like, elaborate on that. Like,
do people just poke at you in a happy moment to make sure that you're not at your best
oh
wherever you're
yeah,
gonna be at next?
Okay,
Maybe at your
so
work,
yeah,
you
that's
know,
serious. Yeah, that
maybe
that
going to a
definitely happened.
party. Okay,
yes, I agree.
you
I
agree?
thought it said something else. That's why
Do
I said no. But now that you explained it, yes, I do agree. People do that.
they only give you so
Yeah,
many characters, you know?
yeah, and especially is what's crazy is that a lot of the times it'll be people that you'll call your friend that'll do that because you and your friend, you guys are you hanging out, but once you visit another friend group or circle and your friend really wants to be a part of that circle, they'll dim your light down and try to, brighten up their own light, and become liked by that other group. So yeah, that happens all the time. Like not even just in arguments.
Mm. Well, why do you think that the person that is arguing or beginning the argument is doing it purposefully? You think that's what's happening?
No, usually it's
Uh
done out of hurt and jealousy.
yeah, I was gonna say jealousy is more so either jealousy or envy. Envy. I would say it's envy. But the person that starts the argument,
Yeah,
now that can go either way because it can be argument that's just started because it's a serious thing, and then the other person that's reacting to the argument brings up the other person's past or brings up their faults and things like that to diminish them, like saying like, oh, you think you've gone this far because of da 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 da, but you still da 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 this person at the end of the day. And yeah,
but
that's a way
wait,
to diminish someone's light,
can I
because
ask you this question? So, if a situation happened, right, and you bring it back up,
huh.
do you necessarily is that dimming somebody's light? Like, like I don't know.
Well, if
Never mind.
somebody listen, if somebody just got off the phone with you, somebody just spoke to you and say, look, I'm about to head out. I'm going a barbecue, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, okay, cool. You going to a barbecue? That's what's up. Yeah, I'll probably be there around 3, 4, right? And it's noon. And you figure a way between that time and then to call them at 2 o'clock. It's like that's when you want to attack some sort of issue or some sort of problem, right? And that'll kind of take
Oh,
that
Oh,
person's energy from them.
didn't know.
Like, do you
Oh
think
yeah,
people
they
do stuff
hating.
like that?
They hating
yeah, but that
and insecure.
sorry, my alarm. Sorry, that's my alarm again. Yeah, y'all, you get that particular situation a lot in relationships, like especially if that person
Yeah,
wants
that's
to
what we're
go out,
talking.
huh?
Hmm. That's why it's called partners. So that's what we're talking. Exactly.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. That happens a lot, but it's I won't say it's to diminish someone, or to dim someone's light or anything. It's more so, to control them. You're gonna start this argument because you can't trust them being out, you know, having fun doing their own thing. So you're gonna literally cause this whole argument that doesn't need to happen because you don't want them to be out and about. And actually, for real, it drives your partner away, and they'll rather go out and actually do the thing that you feared or you assume that they would end up doing, because you guys just had a terrible argument. That person could have just went out, had fun, came back home, and nothing was going to be wrong. But because of that argument, or because you trying to dim their light or dim them, you know, uh, it's gonna you dim them all right. You dim them away from you. In a way you dim your own light.
Mm, I don't know. I don't know. Blessings. I confirmed them too. I'm not certain what happened.
You supposed to have a couple up here?
Their relationship, couples, who knows? They may have walked in the mayhem. So who knows?
See, exactly, Swaz. It wasn't. Oh wait. Oh, you mean the
Oh
mayhem of
yeah,
oh
yeah,
girl?
yeah. That's
Oh,
what happens when you can't see everything behind the curtain.
see, but
Yeah,
no, but see, that's
see,
exactly
but.
that ended up happening to me. Like that's I came in here and I was just like, whoa, what's going on? All right,
How you think I feel? I done had about 30 hours running with no problems like that. And the day I'm supposed to have guests, that's what happens. So I know
dang.
things happen.
Yeah, it happens. Invite them back. Don't you
I
have like
will.
the app?
I will. I'm not concerned. I'm thinking they'll come when they belong here. I'm one of those people that I understand things happen because they're supposed to happen.
Divine alignment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, blessings. This is not hopefully the last week on this earth for me, so we'll try again. We shall try again. I'll send the live. Maybe you was waiting for me to send it. How about that? Try
Exactly.
that. I was too in the fray of working with.
Yo, Swazi,
Yeah,
you
what's
know,
good?
you are my brother.
Sister.
I just want to say that. I would tell you behind the scenes what Sinclair said to me. That was the funniest shit ever.
I don't care. You can say it. I've been through enough for the morning. Just give it to the live. They deserve it.
Yo, he said to me, is it true that you want to be with somebody that didn't want to be with
Oh, great. Oh
Oh,
my God. Not that can of worms. Here we go.
you?
And speaking of, Bambi came in here and kicked your back into. So just in case you were wondering.
Oh, yeah, because she's the cause of the mayhem. And,
She said a
okay,
lot
I
of things to that
so
same
can I
thing.
wait? Can I ask this question? Why do y'all invite now? Is this the same Bambi as in Mrs. East
yes.
Bambi?
Yeah.
Bunny,
Okay,
Bunny,
so what?
Bunny, before you continue, I've been embracing the trolls since 2021. Watch your mouth.
No, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. No, no. I'm glad because you're literally gonna now you can the question is serious now. Why do you guys entertain this? Like
Well,
entertain?
listen, I'm gonna explain. Do you see how you're able to sit here comfortably for the most part and
Hmm.
chill? It's because I embrace the trolls. Because if
But
I didn't,
I didn't
it
come in
would be
as a
no.
troll.
I'm not talking about you. It's bigger than you.
Oh,
There's things going on like you don't see
There
when
you
other
go.
people's lives are going and other people are coming in there and changing the direction and trolling the live and then getting themselves up there and then changing the direction of the topic and making it all about them and all. Like I don't deal with a lot of that
mm.
because I
So you
embrace them.
started embracing the trolls.
Yeah, I embrace them.
So,
A
but
lot of
but
times they'll
for
take the troll off just for me. But okay, if I'm Swaz, I'll turn the troll off.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Like I'm not
We've
playing.
learned how to master um, the art of um, communicating with trolls. Swazi's done some extensive research on trollism.
yes.
And
Yo, this is a fact. Yo, he laughed. I'm dead ass serious.
No, no, no. But the fact
I
that she
had to
called
study
it
it.
trollism, like,
Man, there's trolltivity in every other live. Like we came up with whole different words, whole terminologies, because I had to identify what I was dealing with, so I can build processes to go around it.
so
yeah,
what did you think? What was your thoughts on trolls before you started embracing them?
I
Like,
didn't
what?
understand it. I didn't understand it at all. It took for me to be thrust in a trolley ass situation for me to want to know what was going on.
How
And
long
then
have
once
you
I
been
started
going
peeling it
live?
back, I'm talking about maybe since April of last year.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
and
Bruh.
he's getting trolls since April of
Well,
Yeah, I've been
yeah,
troll.
because they're on there as soon as you start going live. So my first time ever going live, like it was this other streaming site that I used to go live on. It was Tagged and Big O, and that was my first interaction with like people trolling me personally. I knew about trolls, but I thought they only people trolled big influencers and stuff like that, celebrities. But no, people troll any and
Well,
everybody.
it's practice for them. It's sparring. The intention is always to do it to somebody bigger, but why not start with you? That's how they think. You right here, like I could try this and see if it works. Yeah, and once they land something in the small room, they'll try it in the mid-sized room, in the big room. You know, not hard. And
So,
what tends to happen is trolls get following. Like, y'all pay attention. Certain people will be getting behind the troll when they say things. They'll piggyback on that shit. Like stir the whole pot so quick.
Trollism, yes.
y'all need to write a book about this, because that's actually a great deep
I
dive
think
into
it's a
like
great
trolls.
topic. I think that might be the first book.
Like,
I'm glad you said that because just last night when it was so funny because we were talking about Lizzo and Aries Spears, and everybody was trying to say, oh, this person's doing this, trying to be mean. But when we all identified the 7 levels of trolling, right? The top level of trolling is when you refute central ideas, right? Right? So in entertainment, I'm not just talking about refuting it like in a debate. That's fine. It's supposed to do, right? But in entertainment, when you choose to go against the central idea of the people, right? And the machine is behind it, you're trolling. You're trolling. You understand?
but
Because a lot of those people
that's the
pushing,
top level of trolling. Like
that's the very top level. So like when somebody like Lizzo pushes the norms, like social norms, reality, and says, "No, I'm gonna like show you this, and you're gonna deal with this part of it," right? That's to jar you and to force you to pay attention, right? They're not using their music to captivate you and make you want to. She's using, you understand? She's using an actual ideal and challenging it in your mind, and that's how she's becoming that's how she's getting a place in your mind. Because everybody knows Lizzo, but if I tell you, okay, you know her music, I get people after another. No, I don't really know her. I don't know. I don't know. But why you know her? Because she trolls successfully.
Yeah, she does. And then on top of that, she a big girl doing it.
hmm And there are people see now. For all we know, this is what they were talking about yesterday. Was okay, but then the same thing happens for Aries Spears because when he was giving that talk and he made that wild ass statement, he then doubled down and went after women. So you could tell it was some sort of troll intent to the statement to get himself back into the public eye, and he just jumped in her wave. Jumped in her wave. Like, okay, she waving, she got this troll wave. Like, I'm about to troll the troll.
So, but do y'all think y'all wait? So what constitutes Lizzo being a troll though? Like,
Energy stealing. People that take your energy that don't deserve it. Why am I talking about her?
But that's not necessarily trolling, though.
People that take your energy with no reason and have no purpose. You have no reason for having this person 6ix9ine.
Well, so yeah, 6ix9ine I would say is a troll. He is
Why? Because he's blatantly doing it and ready to tell you he's doing it.
Yeah, he had a whole song
what?
called "I'm a Troll."
Right, because he's telling you. But they're all using the same method they're all using the same method to fame.
So, but what is so? Then every celebrity is a
No, not
troll,
every
or
celebrity
Look
is a
at this
troll. That is
troll.
not
Look at
true.
this troll.
Not every I would consider Zeus a troll, but that's a master
Zeus
troll.
is
well.
he's a master troll.
So
That's master trolling. That's
I
master
can
trolling.
I
That's when
will
somebody
agree.
look. You got to understand what I mean when I call Zeus a troll before he gets insulted. A good troll, right, knows how to come into any room and people will talk about him before he talks about himself, right? A good troll knows how to, at any given time, take the stage, right? A good troll knows how to, after he take the stage, shake the audience. A good troll knows how to leave the stage and the audience is still talking about the person who was just up on the stage, right? That's a troll.
So
Everything
then this is
he
my next
mastered that
question,
shit
Swaz. So
perfectly.
would you consider
Cool.
me a troll then?
at that point you were trolling just now. In my opinion, you were trolling because you knew that was a personal question for yourself, right? Like, is this an AA meeting? And you knew with 4 more minutes of discernment, you would have figured out if it was or wasn't. You said, you know what?
Well,
I'm
no,
still alive.
because so just like how Mac, corrected me, she's not currently drunk or whatever. So I'm just thinking that because they're both, they sound. Sorry, alarm again.
You a busy
One
man in the
person
morning, bro.
definitely sounded. I
That's all
know.
I gotta tell you. That's all I gotta tell you. It's not even 9 o'clock yet, but get it together. That's all I'm
No,
gonna say,
because
brother.
I was up early. Normally I need
I've been
about
up and
like.
I've been down. You need to calm down. Whatever's going on in your life, I need to hear it.
I
It ain't
need
even 9 o'clock yet.
The
I
hell
need
this
like
nigga?
8. I need like 8 alarms to wake up. I do sleep hard, but I woke up early
Yo, can
today.
we pray for this man and some peace? This man need peace.
He's not even. It's not even 9 o'clock
That's like
yet.
the ninth time he done stopped something. You see that little finger just swinging over the damn camera? Like, what are you doing, bro?
But I don't know. Like I don't think I was trolling. Now I do. There's certain people I do troll. Like especially if they're just spewing ignorance. I'll troll. Someone that's just out here spewing ignorance and just spewing knowledge that's not productive for humans. Period. I will sit there and troll them all day and night. And I'll make a purpose to do that. I'll be a vigilante troll. Is that on that the
Yeah,
7
yeah.
level?
Listen. No, because I didn't really like the 7 levels the way it was completely put together. Because in my mind, I see it a little differently, right? But I used it because there was a debate, and people were acting like there wasn't levels to trolling, right? And
Mm.
I've already been trying to explain to people that there's layers to it. There's layers. There's people that don't even realize they're trolling, right? And there's people that are actually doing it with a purpose, and they come together and they're in groups and they have actual plans for, like, there's real trolling going on. Like, people come, like,
There's some
it's
trolls that make
different.
a lot of money
Yes, it's just like
just
y'all
trolling.
don't see it. Y'all don't see it because we're so used to just like, oh, that's how it got to the public conscious because it's here. But nah, a lot of times people troll their way into the public conscious.
Of
They troll
course.
themselves in. And not all people, I'm not saying everyone does it. So when people say like no, it's not everyone. It's just once they see something that's kind of going against the norm and they can kind of ride that wave for a little bit, they'll ride it, right? And then normally when they get into true stardom and success, they don't continue to troll the people. They may troll you more with the message. They may take a really strong opposing view or something like that. But it's really more people trying to come up. You know what I mean? Like they
Well,
always tell you
but
about Little Nas being some, like all the real trolls they know about his troll path
yeah,
and
I
come
was
and
gonna say
explain it.
I knew about Lil Nas,
This nigga,
troll
Because you
we
page
are a
ain't
way.
talking
troll.
about
You are a
obesity. We
troll.
talking about trolling. He
Yes.
talking about
Well,
obesity. What you
no, the
talking about?
reason why I knew about his troll thing or whatever, because I do like Nicki or whatever, and his troll page was more so. He was basically like literally one of those people that was, that would once you say something bad about Nicki, he would sit there and come to your page or come to your live every single day just to down you and also invite and share other people who also align with his ideas to troll a specific person. So yeah, now he that's not the reason why he became famous. He, he became famous because he's made a rap to a song and it went viral.
That
And it
No,
was
wasn't on
trolling.
his troll page.
That's one
No,
of
but
his
that's
he
not
trolling.
trolling
trolled
because
the
that was
whole entire
it was a
country,
contest.
bro. He trolled everyone.
It was a contest though.
I'm
Literally
saying every
anyone.
time he was dropping music, it was going against the central. Remember what I told you? Trolling is when you take the central idea and refute it, right? So if there's a central idea where people are accustomed to not having men pregnant, and shit, like he was trolling us. You understand? He was using ideas that are standard in society and going absolutely against them. That way, people that would normally not pay attention to him, like myself, King True, we know about him. Got it? Because he could have stayed in his lane, talked to whoever he wanted to, talk to his audience, but he made sure to troll because that's
Well,
why I know him.
well, because those people were trolling him. What do you expect a troll to do if you try to troll them? There
I'm
was a
just
lot
saying,
of
if you shoot me and I shoot you, Who stopped? Who's the gunner? You? Me? I thought we both
Both
were.
of y'all.
All right.
Your squad. Let me come up on my other phone. I'll be right back.
Say less.
Because you know
All
damn
right.
well you can't hear nothing nobody's saying with
Ex-
all that static.
It,
I was
it's
There it
not
like,
that.
is.
huh.
I'm
There's
about to
nothing wrong with
troll him.
independently thinking, but we're talking about entertainment, Zeus. You understand? We're talking
He's
about
still talking
someone
about
trying
fat
to
people.
capture fame. I'm not talking about somebody who's looking to change people's minds and ideals. We're talking about two different things.
He's talking about us and excusing the
If,
fact that fat people, big people overeat and all this other
I
craziness.
don't even know where that came from. I didn't even know we were talking about big people at any point here. Oh, because Lizzo.
oh, Lizzo,
Because of
Lizzo.
Lizzo.
Yeah. We're not really. Lizzo was literally just the analogy for a point I was making.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about Trump. Because yesterday everybody was blaming Aries or blaming Lizzo when both of them are trolling. The fuck?
But
You think Aries
but
don't know?
just
Listen, you don't think Aries knows that him being the type of man that he is, he's not a symbol, like a sex symbol as a man, that saying that type of statement is gonna draw like some sort of like it's just gonna attack the site. People like everyone like, who you think you are? You understand? And then he said in the same interview to make sure to double down so all the people that would be offended would be double offended. And guess what? His name is in people's mouth, exactly what he needed. How you think he sell tickets? How you gonna sell comedy shows unless this happens? Anybody talking about no Aries Spears no more, except now?
exactly, because I literally don't know who the hell y'all was talking about when y'all said Aries Spears. I'm
I
like,
ain't heard
is
from
this
him in a
Britney
minute. Hey,
Spears like
Tanner.
Yeah, but
cousin or
so mission
ex-husband?
accomplished.
Hey,
Yes,
bro.
bro. Mission is accomplished.
But it's not accomplished because I'm not about to look into who this person is.
But
What
listen, there's a million people that are now open to him. Say you never do. What about the 50,000 that do? That's what he's doing it for.
Okay, true.
You understand? Because in any other fashion, there is no way to get access to that much new influence, that much new following, and so you can't do it in this society. Everything is blocked with algorithms and shit. You understand?
Yeah.
So you got to shake the central point, and that's what most people are doing to become public figures. They're not just worrying about,
Yeah,
okay,
he
I'm
is
gonna
a
use
mad
my
TV
music.
legend.
They're gonna use. All right. Oh, they don't like this. All right. Cool. This will get me here.
He is funny too, though.
I thought it was yeah. That's all. When you say publicity stunt, it's just a form of trolling. That's all it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say because that's literally all that it is publicity stunt,
Yeah.
and it's okay. I guess publicity stunts are a form of trolling. So the Kardashians have been trolling us for ever since they stepped on the scene. Then
Well, no.
Yo, he
Look.
was funny
Well,
on that
yes, in
TV.
a sense, because they were challenging traditional ideas and values and things that people know, and they're like forcing it. They're like no, they have a certain amount of influence, and they can every time that idea gets to somebody else that's not accustomed to it, it's gonna naturally make them want to know more about them. Like what? White
exactly.
white women dating basketball players with big butts in a big mansion? What? Why? You understand? And why do I need to know about it? Well, I do want to know. And then boom, you see how that goes, and then you get caught into the troll. You start following the troll. You don't even know how you got here. But I go back further. Like I'm thinking of like Madonna, right? That was like one of our first trolls, like who
True.
trolled public opinion, went completely against the grain, and had a backing. Because somebody
Prince.
has to continue. Listen, somebody has to still allow the message to continue in the stratosphere. You understand?
Hmm.
Because it can easily be stamped out, bro, if it's not supposed to be there.
I would say Prince too. Prince is a troll.
I don't know so much about Prince trolling as you would. What do you? Why do you call him a troll?
No, because he literally wore heels and was talking about fucking bitches. I think that's a hell of a troll. Like he's
I
going
thought he was
against.
just like 4'11", trying to get some inches.
I'm
Yeah,
screaming.
that's basically why. He tell you himself. That's why he wore the shoes. I'm short. I am not the average size man.
I think he was
They
just
don't
trying to
take me serious.
get a little come
Yeah.
up, just a little come up where he could.
Uh-huh.
But
You
y'all,
understand? He
but
tried.
you
He
Dennis
know,
Rodman.
but you know
it
what I
Yes,
started with
mean.
Brenda.
Though, like,
platforms, and then he took it too far. Probably, you know how that
Dennis
goes.
Rodman is a troll. That
he got
nigga
lost in
married
his old
himself.
troll.
Yeah,
Dennis Rodman
that's a
married
master
himself.
troll. That's a master troll.
Oh,
Dennis Rodman
Dennis
was a
Rodman.
master troll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I met
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman this past, or not this. Yeah, the weekend before last. He was at ShoeCon in DC.
Because he
Yeah,
got his
he
own
was.
shoe.
He
He's
is.
dope.
His skin looks like plastic. It's weird. Like
Hell
it
yeah.
looks like he's already a what do you call it? A wax figure in Madame Tussauds, but just walking around.
Annie. King True, are
Yeah.
you a troll?
But that is funny though
Hello? What
because
you said?
Dennis Rodman and
Are
Madonna
you a
did get
troll?
together.
Go ahead, say
Double
no so I
trolling.
could troll you
Yeah.
for the next 42 hours.
Am I a troll? By what definition? Explain what a troll is. Let's do that first. Let's explain
All right.
exactly what a
So,
troll
in my opinion, a troll is someone that has the ability to take the energy, right? Shift the direction of whatever's wherever they're going. Like that, their job is to come and change things. Like they shake up things and they know that they really don't have a solid point about it. Like they could care less about it. They're just doing it for the moment to get that attention to drive back to them for whatever that next purpose may be. Maybe they want to sell some music, they want to sell some product, they want to sell whatever that is. They're garnering attention, right? Or taking energy from someone else for themselves. And sometimes they do it also just to take like actual people that just want to just go
I
after
be
others'
right back,
energy.
y'all.
They don't have no end game, right? True.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to come in and just shake up things just for the like the laugh of it, what it makes them feel like inside, like, oh look, I had some sort of control. You understand? I made this go
Right.
this the way. And those are different type of trolls than what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones that are doing it for a purpose, usually. Like they got some sort of end game, they're trying to be an entertainer. Like, in my humble opinion,
So, mm,
like I'll
if
give you a good example of a perfect
bad.
troll so you can um that might have been hidden to most but was a troll the whole time nevertheless. 50 Cent, right? He trolled the industry, right? His first
Yeah.
song into the game was insulting everyone, right? That caused a reason for his name to be readily accessible in everyone's mind.
Mm-hmm.
He became a public figure instantaneously. Now, his music and his fame didn't match the fact that his name was in everybody's mind. You understand? That's the only problem when you troll. A lot of times, if you don't have a good, like if that thing that's behind the trolling isn't good, people would just look at you like a troll. You don't remember he had to fight through that at first? He had to like re-establish himself, but he had everybody's attention, which is what he wanted, right? Everyone's attention was on him because he had said what he said. You know, remember
Right.
Jay-Z had made the song, you understand?
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
about
say
a
there was
dollar with
people
the
that's
other 50
making
Cent.
songs
Yeah.
about this
Yeah,
dude,
you
and and
understand?
they didn't know anything really about him.
That's good. He trolled him. And mind you, in the song, it says, this isn't serious, right? He says it over and over and over again. But it was just the fact that it was said was enough to get everybody in the uproar.
True.
And then he got that when he finally got
Right.
himself some status, he had enough buzz already from that trolling to propel him into success.
Well, to answer her question. No, no, for sure I'm not a troll. I think we all might have a troll bone in our body,
Yes, that's like accurate.
but overall, yeah, you know what I'm saying. We all do, but overall, no, no, no. I'm just a nigga that maybe my opinions and the way that I feel about things are, I guess, different from a lot of people, or it's not mainstream. So when I feel strongly about it, you know what I'm saying. Um, but I'm not doing it to divert energy or whatever the fuck. I mean, I want people
Hmm.
to think. I want people to use their own brains in the matter. I just want people to be honest, and that's pretty much about it, man. I'm not doing it to gain anything or gain any type of anything for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it
So
to
look,
change
look,
the
I'm
minds
gonna
of
show y'all something.
people.
Have y'all ever
Hmm.
seen Emac troll me?
Do not troll me.
Have you ever seen Immaculate troll me?
Oh, what do you mean? No,
Have you
like,
ever
is that a
seen her
Uh,
troll
person?
me? Like,
I don't
because
think
some
so.
people think it's only negative and y'all don't see it. That's the problem. That's why so many people can't visualize it. She does it all the time. So if I'm talking about something, right, and she wants to troll me, she'll just say, I know a way to take the room over. I can just start talking about small dicks matter, right?
Right.
I can take the room
Oh.
any moment I want,
You
right?
know what?
And
I
nobody,
think.
listen, none of
Go
you
ahead. Go
would
ahead.
know. You see what's so special about the troll is y'all don't know that she's doing it. Y'all just
Right.
kind of in
Well,
the
no,
car.
you can see that if someone's saying small dick matters out of the blue somewhere, that's an if it's not going with the conversation, then yeah, that's trolling. That's
That's
trolling.
if you're taking the time to
Right.
be
Right.
open to seeing it. Otherwise, you're just on the ride. You understand? You just on the ride because once somebody says small dicks matter and there's 20 people in the room, 9 to 12 of them don't know what she's talking about. So they're naturally going to start
Right.
driving that direction. Like, what,
I'm
girl?
gonna say this. Like,
You see?
I think trolling is a tool. Trolling can be used as a tool. Like, if you do have a movement, something that you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to push, you can use it as a tool. But I don't
That's
necessarily
a
think
fact.
overall that's just who you are. You know what I mean? You can use it as a tool. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. We can
And
go into
plus,
Yeah.
any
like,
look, we can go into any room right now with 20 people, right? If King
hmm
Hmm.
True and I had already predetermined that we wanted to argue a point, right? And we already knew we were going to
Hmm.
argue it to the death, like start talking crazy to each other, right?
Hmm.
We can go into any room, we kick up dust, right? And as long as 5, 6 people say, yo, add King True,
Hmm.
right?
hmm
The host is naturally going to get diverted. Attention's diverted. Oh, shit, who's King True? All right, let
Right.
me get him up here. King True gets up here.
Right.
Yo, blah, 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 blah. I'm tired of this. You start talking shit. And then the
Right.
coach like, what? Who you talking about? Who you talking? Nah, fuck that, man. Just like, who is he talking
Right.
about? Who's he talking about?
Change the
And
whole shit
somebody in the
up.
comment section say, yo, I think he's talking about Swaz. And then, who's this Swazi TV
Hmm.
guy? And they like, yo, get Swaz up there. Guess what we
Yep.
just did?
Yep.
Took his whole live over.
Take the whole shit. Yeah.
We arguing back
well,
and forth,
but
acting like it matters. Listen, acting like it matters, acting like it
Yeah.
really matters, and then we just sucking up his energy, taking the live away from him, taking his
Right.
following away from him. Then we're gonna leave, and he gotta clean it all up.
well, no, but I was
Yeah.
gonna say it can be used. That could be used for good though, like
That's what
because
It
he's
can.
saying.
Yeah.
Cause look,
That's yeah.
the reason why it sounds only bad to you is because of what I just said. But just imagine if at the end of the play, at the very end of the play, we were like, yo, we got a song together, y'all. Let us stop,
Yeah.
and then we
Yeah.
start
Got
rapping.
everybody like, yo, I like Swazi
All
and True.
attention.
They crazy.
You
Yeah.
see how that goes?
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
I was more so looking on a bigger scale. Like, let's say Swaz, you wanted to like who's someone a commentator, on that's on. Sorry again, it's another
Yo,
alarm.
yo, if somebody don't get this dude right here, some chamomile tea, a whole batch of sage. We have a lot going on, y'all.
Bruh, I stay up too late. But
Uh,
nah,
yo,
like, so if you like, who's someone that you look up to in the commentating world, like someone really, really big, or just someone that's really big on social media and they have a huge following on Instagram.
um, I don't know. I like 19 Keys. 19 Keys has a
Perfect,
dope following.
perfect. So, and that live I sent you the other day, he was in that dude's live, Mike Rashid, whatever.
Yeah, I seen him.
Like, yeah.
Hmm.
So, like, if you wanted to get in touch with like 19 Keys. We can do that same exact scenario, still
I
cause up the
know.
same, drama,
Yeah.
bring you in and more so like basically
You can do it
you
from a positive though. You can do it from y'all could just
Yeah.
go in there and be like, yo, get Swaz up there, get Swaz up there, get Swaz
no
up
no no
there.
so that doesn't
I
work because everyone says that like get this person up
No,
here.
it has to be you gotta hit a certain number. It
So
gotta
but you have to
it can't
have a
just be one person and
reaction.
guess what? It gotta be like 6, 7, like, yeah, you really need to talk to that dude. You really need to talk to that dude. It'll happen in here, like
yeah.
somebody will come in the room and then one person will say, you should get such a, another person, you should get such a, you get such, like you understand, and then it'll force me to pay attention to it, because 9 times out of 10, you kind of missing it, right? There was a time like when Kendra G was in here, and I already had a live, and it was already directed, it was already going the way it was supposed to be going, but everybody in the live just seen her and wanted to stop the live. Like the comments couldn't focus no more on what was going on in the panel, right? And it's like Kendra G's here, like, yeah, like, yeah, like, nah,
Well, but that's
don't work
because
like
they
that.
have a certain amount of. That's because they have a certain amount of following. Like the equation to it is that if you would have to cause some sort of emotional reaction to get them off of their game, like, because having a whole bunch of people come to their comments, and even though Keys probably has like 3,800,000 people following him, he's known, he's used to a lot of people looking or getting attention, basically. So you're gonna need to get his attention another way. Like you could say, oh, get this person in here, get this person in here, they're conscious, get this person in here. But if you see that a lot, every time you go live, you become numb to those sort of things. So you
And that's
need
why
to
people troll.
exactly, but
Sense.
that's why the negative aspect of trolling is basically like you have to lead in negative and come out positive. So let's say we go in there and troll Keys or whatever and be off of some like serious negative stuff or whatever. And then he's like, man, who's this dude that they're talking about? All right, get this person up here. And then you come off of some, very mature conscious stuff, and and it literally takes them off of their, because a lot of people, they get ready when they're about to invite somebody in. You get ready to have a conversation when you invite someone in. So when you get ready for a certain, conversation, unless you just invite any and everybody in. Right. So if they're going to be inviting this person with their following or their followers, saying a lot of negative stuff, they're going to be ready for a negative, response, basically. But when you come in off of some very chill and intelligent, stuff, basically it throws them off their game because they're ready to have this argument with you. They're ready to have this fight with you, basically. But then they literally can't fight with you because what you're saying is probably aligning with what they're also saying too as well. So you troll them, in a way to throw them off their game, to kind of like you said, control the room. Basically, you now, instead of them becoming the host, you become the host of the room, because they're gonna be listening to you, because they're like, all right, I'm confused. Their people came in, off some bullshit, and now all of a sudden, the person that they wanted up here is, off of some real shit. So I'm a little confused what's going on. So let me sit here and listen and figure out who this person is and why his, because they're going to be doing all this mental math, trying to figure out, what is A and what is B and what is C, basically.
So trolling seems more like a energy transference. That's what it
exactly.
That's what it
sounds
is.
like.
That's what I need people to understand, and not understand that it's not always going to be negative. It's not always going to be positive. It's going to be energy transferring to someone else outside of you. You understand?
Right.
That's all that matters.
Sometimes it's necessary. I know when, the culmination of SLM and what we was doing. That's how it really started. When you think about it, like,
we trolled the yes, now you get it. Yes, now you get it. Because what was happening is, when you're doing that, right? When you're consistently forcing someone to pay attention to you that didn't have any intention of paying attention to you, did they allow you into their lives, or did you force your way in?
Yeah, you kind of had to force your way.
You
had
forced
to
your
kind
way
of
in.
not care about what anybody said. Just know that everybody had to hear what you had to say. So you just went ahead and just blurted it out. Like every live, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You know that everybody and their mother is studied in the 48 laws of power that have obtained power in the last 15, 20 years. So if you want to capture somebody, all you gotta do is go review the laws and you'll catch them. Right, especially people that are higher in power, right? Because one of the number one laws is you got court attention at all costs. Everything is judged by its appearance. What is unseen counts for nothing. Never let yourself get lost in the crowd. then or buried in oblivion. Stand out. Be conspicuous at all costs. Make yourself a magnet of attention by appearing larger, more colorful, more mysterious than the bland and timid masses. Understood? So people reading this over and over and over and over again is like, okay, how do I apply this? How do I apply this? And that's how.
Dang, but can that really be? Is that something that like honestly really like taught? Like, can people actually like learn to do this? Because I feel like those sort of things,
Yeah, people
it
do it
has to
every
be a
day.
natural thing. Like I know that.
Nah, they have groups and everything. People, they got trolls that look up to other trolls. They got master trolls. I mean, I'm telling you, bro. This is a whole thing that y'all have ignored, but this is real. This is real. It
No.
really is.
All I'm saying is that those things come a little bit natural to me. I feel like I naturally stand out in every sort of room that I stand in, and that's just because of who I am, and I am perceived a certain way. Like
But do
I
you do it
could,
at all costs? Would you do it at the cost of knowing that you don't even agree with the position you're taking to be seen? Like, would you do that?
but
Like, would you take the
like what do you?
opposite position just to be heard?
Hmm. Wait, so you're asking me would I basically go against something that I actually believe in,
Yeah,
or
like,
like?
would you know you don't have a real definitive position and then take it just to go against the grain, just to make sure that you're seen?
No, because it's
You know,
not
some
that
people will say
serious.
I'm playing devil's advocate normally in conversation, but they'll just do it in a live.
Oh, well, yeah. Now there's a thing about people that play, that play devil advocate. They're not really even. Is that trolling? Would you consider that trolling?
What,
Or
mid conversation to do play? No, no, no. I don't. I
yeah, to
just
say
think that's
play devil
somebody trying
advocate
to
because
understand both sides of the fence of whatever you're dealing with. So no, I don't. I don't think that's trolling. But I'm saying I'm just trying to give you an analogy of what it's basically like. You know what I mean?
yeah.
When somebody is doing it in the comment section, they're not going to say, hey, I'm playing devil's advocate. Let me ask this question now, right? They're just going to say something that's alternative to whatever it's going to be alternative opinion. And I'm saying, do you think you would want to do that, or are you doing that where you know it's something that you don't really disagree with, but you figure a way to challenge it anyway, just to be seen,
Sorry again,
or you too busy?
but yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
too
so
busy. Mr. Too busy. Fucking change your name. What the fuck is it Bunny for? Too busy. That's your name. Easy. I'm not calling you Bunny no more. Too busy. What's good? Let's go.
nah, but actually, yeah, I actually, you know what? I do that all the time. Now that you formed it in that sort of way, I do that all the time because I like to at least see people where people are coming from. So I'll oppose a statement or something that's a little bit opposite of what they think, or I ask a certain question that's more so to a point of opposite of basically what they think. So to get a better understanding of why they think the way that they do. So like, let's say you tell me that you think, you know, every animal should be, locked in cage, and I'm like, well, but you're a mammal and, you are, you're free. You're able to walk around. Don't you think that all animals, mammals, period, should be? And then you would tell me no, because humans are different. And then you would go into why they're different. So I do that to seek understanding, in people. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's trolling,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like.
Do you end up with the attention at the end of the day?
So my attention is get that person's attention at the end of the day if I'm having a conversation with them. So yeah, at the end of the day, I did get the attention of that person, because that person's going to be like, dang, okay, they asked me a lot of good questions, and they, that's why a lot of people like me. They say I ask good questions, or I'm at least a good listener when it comes to certain things. So yeah, at the end of the day, I don't need to get everyone's attention. Now that's when trolling becomes what do you call it? You become an addict, off of trolling.
Oh yeah, people they're addicted to it. They do it. You're right. Some people cannot turn it off after they turn it on.
Exactly. And that's the troll. That's what I call true trolling. The people that are like the addicts, the ones that are doing it no matter what. Like they need to do it because, there's something in them that needs to stir the pot. There's something in them that like
See, the
needs to
only
get that.
yeah, but the only problem with that theory is you don't have to be a drunk to kill somebody in drunk driving. You understand?
Yeah, but a troll doesn't have to basically cancel you, because that's the extreme of what a troll can do. A troll can sit there and cancel you or make you not want to come on live ever again, but that's
Yeah,
not always the.
that type of stuff. Now you're getting to the people. Sometimes this trolling will take people's confidence, um, lead them
Yeah,
in
but
different
that doesn't
directions.
happen always, and that
No,
that
no, it
also
doesn't. It
depends on
doesn't.
the.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't.
It
I'm not
depends on
saying
the
it does.
person who they're attacking too,
I'm
because
just
if that.
saying it can, and that person could not be a consistent troller. It could have just been, I'm in the mood to play with it today. I just,
Oh, and then that one person
yeah, that's what
basically
I mean. You can
kills it
only get
all.
drunk. We could have went out that one night, and I normally only socially drink. I had a couple drinks, and I get behind the wheel, and I crash and kill somebody. You like, yo, every time I've been to this man's house, there's no alcohol, nothing. Doesn't make any sense, or it does.
Mm.
You understand?
Okay. So you're just saying that it's just dangerous, period, and
It
people
is
shouldn't do
dangerous.
it at all.
Very dangerous. Very dangerous, especially if you don't know your target.
Hey,
Yep.
see, I didn't even look at it that way. Oh, that's kind of sad now. I could have ended all these people's lives.
You know what? You got to put your troll gun away, bro. It's time.
Shit.
How
I
many
could
people
have
you
killed.
want to? How many people you want to take out, bro? And he laughs. As he laughs
No.
at all the bodies, he steps to the top.
I like
Oh
dark.
my
I like
goodness.
dark humor. Okay, because
I know you do.
so that shit is a little funny to me
It's a
because
little
like
funny because you didn't know you was getting so much off. You thought it was just a little jab. You don't know if you could have changed his whole mind about going to the gym for the rest of the month.
exactly, or if that dude Dino was actually a comedian, and then now he really doesn't want to become a
Yeah, doesn't want
comedian.
to go on stage. Yeah.
Hey,
And then he
I don't
laughed.
know.
Yo, this is the scary part. Help me, help me, help me, Father, take the wheel. This brother is laughing at taking away dreams.
No, but what's also funny about that is that it shows how much strength the other person have. I don't know. I do believe a lot of people are weak nowadays.
Yeah,
You know,
unfortunately. That's a true statement, unfortunately.
so is this just Darwinism? Survival of the fittest,
I guess
basically.
so, because we need
So
our
hey,
attention.
so you
We need
don't
all of it.
don't don't call on God because he's just enacting his will. Okay,
His
he
will through
raised.
you.
Exactly, through
Wait,
all of
what?
us.
So
Through
you
all
think
of
he
us.
used you to get him to stop doing comedy shows?
Exactly, because we don't see. I love going that the probability. I
Okay,
love
I know what you're gonna
probability,
say. Maybe he needed to be out of the comedy to become a. Okay, got you.
or
Yes, okay.
or it could be a totally bad thing. I like the probability of him making a certain joke that all of a sudden, is very very negative. And but it gets a big giant following. Then all of a sudden, all these people start believing that sort of thing. And if a lot of people are harmed because they believe a certain thing, then I could be saving tens of thousands of people in the future. I could be saving your great 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 grandchildren. Because what if Dino says something like, you know, I think about suicide a lot. It's why it's my body. It's my body, my choice. And everybody laughs and stuff like that. But then it really gets locked in the heads of people. Yeah, my body, my choice. Yeah, that's true. My life, my choice. Then all of a sudden, people start offing themselves just because of something that was a joke that created a big giant wave or a following.
Exactly. Well,
Ex-
I think at least we all got a better understanding that it's not one dimensional. That's all I need everyone to understand.
Yeah.
Like it's very multifaceted. There's people that are doing it without their own knowledge because they're just following, right? Just following and seeing people get. It's just like when a kid that's never bad in the classroom, right, focuses in on a bad kid and sees all the attention they're getting, albeit negative attention nevertheless, and copy some of those actions, right? And maybe that kid that was doing those original actions had some sort of real, you know, reason behind it, you know, whatever that is, whatever trauma, right? And that
Mm-hmm.
other kid is just picking up on the action. He doesn't have the trauma. He's just seeing that the action has some sort of reward that he's interested in. And that's kind
Exactly.
of where we are, you know?
Mm.
It's like people aren't even, not everybody is doing it because they're hurting. They're just doing it because it's working.
Mm. See, I never even thought about it that way. Because I thought it all came from some sort of hurt or hate. You know, that's that's literally what I thought trolling, was the basis of trolling is like just hurt or hate because there is a opposition, to it. You can use it in a good way, but that's curated trolling. I don't think that's real trolling
That's
because
like,
it's
what's the brother's name? Glover, when you made the song "This Is
oh
America,"
yeah,
and so
exactly.
all the central points of America, he refuted and put it in the video and made sure that anybody that had any view had to be like there had to be a view of yours challenged in that video.
Yeah, but that's curated trolling.
Curated. There's an engine. Somebody allowed all of those messages to get across. Somebody never stamped it out when it was becoming viral. Where you know what I mean? They didn't scrutinize him and villainize him in the public eye. That's how you
Mhm.
know people were a part of it. Somebody else that message was supposed to be out here, but it's still trolling nevertheless.
I was gonna say, but
Orchestrated.
the reason why we call it trolling is because it's a ugly, hateful thing. When you think of a troll, you think of a creature that's just ugly and hateful and just disgusting and evil, and that's why we call trolls. Because they embody all those things that we think of what a mythical troll is.
Mm. I understand exactly what you mean by that too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I wouldn't call curated trolling. I guess it should be its own term, like curated trolling. Or publicity stunts. That's a curated troll.
Yeah, that's curated trolling. Exactly. Yes. That's why I said those publicity stunts that we were just thinking of publicity stunts is now the new form of when we hear someone say they're trolling, that's the only thing they're telling you.
True. True. Okay.
What's going on, QV? Can we hear
What's
you?
up? Good
Oh,
morning.
QV.
Hello?
She's in Australia. Her Wi-Fi takes a moment to catch up to her.
Hey. Well, like she lives in Australia or like she just
Yeah.
visited?
No, she lives in Australia.
Hey, okay, come on down under.
This is my one of the 22 from down below.
Can you?
Okay, Trav.
Oh.
Take care of your business, bro. We heard you for 2 seconds and now we don't. Oh, poor QV.
I would say, yeah, come back in.
QVY.
It's so funny. Wait, is Trav? Is that the dude that's like that's the light skinned guy? That's I call him. So him and Zeus, I think they're like a good pair. They're like the angel and the devil in the cartoon, like
Mm,
on your shoulders and stuff. Is that him?
yeah, that's Trav.
Okay.
Good
Yeah,
cop, bad
literally.
cop.
Exactly. They work together to get the goal, but one is on one extreme and one is literally on the other extreme.
So then where does Polly fit in that equation in your mind?
Ooh, actually, I don't know. I might take Zeus out the equation then. I might have to replace Zeus with Polly.
You think so? You think Polly and Trav would be a better tandem?
Actually, you know what? I'll put Polly in his own. Polly is just his own. Is the devil? Okay, you got the angel and the demon on your shoulder, but really, Polly is the devil. It's like, nah, but I fucks with Polly though. I fucks with Polly. He's hilarious. He reminds me of like a lot of my friends that I grew up with, like, you know, in the hood, especially like certain stuff that he says. Now, I still don't understand the whole Polly thing. Like, I think he's just trying to have his cake and eat it too. But as we see, you know, when you have your cake and you eat it too, you get diabetes. And, you know, he just got in a lot of arguments and a lot of people hate him. Like, okay, Polly is a troll. That's the perfect person to use in this sort of thing that we both know. Polly is a troll.
Mm-hmm.
He is known to shake things up in the room. Now, is that I don't know how he is in other, you know, in other sort of rooms, but if it's in regards to male and female and, you know, relationships and stuff like that, he will become the troll in that sort of room. Now, I would have to see him outside of that to see if he's a true troll, you know, and that would actually give me a little bit better understanding of him. Like, does he really believe in what he's actually saying, or is he just a true troll, you know, coming in to shake things up?
Mm-hmm.
Let me say this. I really don't think Polly's a troll. I think he actually really believes in what he claims he believes in. But, I don't agree with that belief. But, you know, I'm not going to call him a troll because I think trolls, and because the reason why the dividing line between a troll and somebody that just stands on their thing is that trolls become, you know, very poisonous, disrespectful, insulting. Polly's never insulted me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Even though we
Because
stand on different.
yeah,
because
he's
you're a
coming with
man.
that.
Because you're a
But
man,
it's a
though.
one-dimensional view of trolling again. So he has that one-dimensional view. He hasn't been here for the whole conversation and how we peeled all the layers back and was talking
Right.
about how trolling started with, you know, some of the people we could have in our psyches like Madonna, 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm.
There's trolls. We've been getting trolled long before anybody's Polly or 6ix9ine or any of that, right? Trolling
Right.
is just somebody that has the ability to shift energy. You understand? Albeit
Mm-hmm.
negative or positive. It's taking
Right.
energy from someone else. And
Mm.
that's what trolling is. Like
Wait, so
if you
is the devil the first troll then?
I would naturally assume so. Isn't his job to take your energy?
I mean, yeah.
Take
And
you off your
I
course?
guess, yeah, to tell a narrative, to spin a narrative, maybe so.
Because wasn't it? I think it was like 1/3 of the angels fell with him. Like literally,
Thank you,
he
Sha.
trolled the hell out of heaven.
Hey, good
Literally.
morning, Lori.
Well, yeah, he trolled the heck out of, he trolled God to an extent, you know?
Yo, that's actually kind of deep.
Well,
And
you
it's
know,
continuing to do it because, like in the Bible, there was times where God already was grounded in what he knew what was, but he would challenge him, like, like with Job, for example, right? Still, like, you
hmm
understand?
Oh, true.
He's like, oh, you the man? Like, God just sitting on his phone chilling. He's like, well, I'll test him this way and I'll test him that way, and it's like, he's
And
trolling
they're
God.
literally
God's like,
trolling
you
this
serious?
man. Oh my
Like,
god.
go ahead, go do it, man. Go. I know go do it. Try.
See, okay, exactly. So that's the see, and back to our point of
But that's the God of God to say, okay, I know I'm being trolled, but I'm embracing it. I'm gonna let you finish it. Go ahead, go. Come
you,
back.
but
that was
yeah,
right.
no,
Go and watch who wins. Right.
but in
Yes, you
return,
embrace the
exactly. But
troll.
in return, he's trolling Satan. He's trolling the troll basically because he knows, or basically, like God, like we all know that God sees, past, present, future, everything, and all, possibilities. So he knew that, Job was gonna, wasn't gonna
Right, but
fail.
watch this. I'll paint you a perfect illustration of this. I want to say 1987. Craig Hodges, Larry Bird, and you know what I'm saying? Larry Bird walks into the 3-point contest. He
Going on,
says, all right,
Tati.
here, I'm just wondering who's finishing second. Craig Hodges, Larry Bird in the final round. Larry said, go ahead, go first. That's what God said to the devil. You're first, go ahead. You feel me? And Bird knew he was going to win, and he did. And he walked away before the ball even went in the hoop with his number one finger up. Like it's an epic. If you want to pull it up on YouTube, it's there. But the point is that God told the devil, go ahead, go first. You know what I mean? Get your troll on, and you'll see who wins.
Because the effort was to try and get God out of his comfort zone, right?
Right.
It's like, yeah, you're not as sure as you think you are. Like, kind of when somebody is doing it to you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't as sure as you think you are.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I'm gonna be right back. All right.
All right, buddy.
I only got about 3 more minutes myself, Swaz. I got to do
Busy.
something at 6 o'clock. But anyways, top of the top, Swaz. Good morning, bro.
Yeah, no, it's a good morning, man. We stayed out of trouble for the most part.
For the most part, right.
Jerry did come in here. I don't know what's going on with him, but
Anytime we're on IG, there's going to be a little bit of trouble, but for the most part.
yeah.
Right.
It could have got a lot worse. You know, we've seen things transpire that.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Ain't no coming back from. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's funny. I was having me and London were talking yesterday off the live because she was on my live and her in general were both on my live, right? And they were having a passionate discussion about some stuff, right? But anyways, afterwards we were talking on IG phone, right? And we were talking about, men with old school values and stuff like that. And I says, just from a personal standpoint, there's a lot of men that feel a certain way that we wish certain things not everything, but if some things could go back and be the way it used to be. I said, but the thing is, you can never put the genie back in the bottle. You can never unclose Pandora's box. Too much stuff has taken place for us to ever go back to what it's been. I said, so now our responsibility shouldn't be trying to make it what it used to be, but trying to master what is now. And she was like, yeah. I said, because we can never throw the LGBTQ thing back in the bottle. Back in Pandora's box. We can never put back in there what came from that, or feminism, or whatever. You know what I mean? All we can do is learn to try to master what's out now. And and I think sometimes if it was a real good conversation about modern times, you know what I'm saying? Because we're never going to be able to change people if we don't learn how to master the conversation without it becoming abusive and so forth and so on. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what you can do is, at least you have that option to just leave. But
yeah, that's
me,
why I
not
just
so
leave.
much.
Right, look.
I'm here from 7 to 9. That is my agreement to myself, and everything thereafter, that's just gravy on
Swaz, you're going to be on
potatoes.
longer?
I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I think it's Joy and Neil.
All right. So I was going to say, if you're going to be on, I'll be back in just a few.
Nah, I'll probably come up on somebody's live in a little bit.
All right, bro.
All right.
All right, Pete.
Blessings, are you still here? Is Blessings still here? Blessings, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Don't know what happened, but I will reach out to them after the show and figure out what happened. I did my job. I confirmed. Blessings. I reached out early. I don't know. I don't know what to do, Bless. Very odd, to say the least, though. QB.
Houston, can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you hear me,
yes,
Houston?
yes. Loud and clear from the very beginning.
I know, I just gotta go downstairs to talk properly. It frustrates me though.
You gotta call your what you call it. Leo was saying after he called his phone company, they told him to input some code or something, and it helped his
Mm.
Wi-Fi reception. I don't know. Maybe you could try call him and let him know
Oh,
that you don't
true.
get any reception upstairs.
Yeah, which is weird, hey, because like for upstairs, you'd think you're closer to, reception,
Well, it
like to the
depends on
bars
where
and
your
things.
router is. Where's the router?
Oh, it's downstairs.
So there you go. You might need it. Oh, look who just.
Learn something every
Oh,
day.
look at what we have here.
Oh.
No, blessings. I don't think anyone owes us anything. I think things just had to be still for them to arrive.
But Swaz, I thought it was a good subject, like trolling, because there's so many. I never thought of trolling in like different aspects, but there
Hmm.
are so many different aspects of trolling. I was just like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. People can troll in so many different ways. And what I did like, what you like pointed out, is that no matter what way you do troll, if there's no like, it can be a hindrance. So you gotta be
Hmm.
careful.
Yeah, definitely could be a hindrance. What's up, brother? How you
Mm.
feeling?
Peace to the God. Pardon my delay, man. I was
Nah, you good. You good. We was just talking blessings and because blessings is the young lady that brought you to my attention.
okay.
And I was just telling her, I said, I don't know what happened. Blessings is on the West Coast. So she's been up 3 hours. You know how that goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Trying
I've
to
been up
tap
too.
in.
I was on daddy duty and kind of forgot for a
Yeah, I know
second.
how that go. I
I
know how
just
that
saw
go.
you on.
I know how that go.
Yeah.
So first and foremost was good. Like Blessing said, like she speaks extremely highly of you. Maybe you
And
could tell us a
you
little
talking
about
about the young lady right here?
no, this is QV. Blessings is in the comment section.
Okay.
But
Peace,
she's
QV.
consistently she's always here. She's always sharing.
Hey,
She's
what's
always
up?
caring. So when she told me to do something for her, I was like, okay, Blessings don't ask for nothing. Let me go ahead and see if I can get this brother.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And
Thank you,
so that's
Blessing.
how you get.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
had a
you know
lot more
me.
people here, but I think the energy was off.
Hmm.
So I think that's why you probably were delayed. You know what I mean? Things were kind of a
Yeah.
little weird this morning. I don't know what it is, but I'm glad
Yeah.
you came after they settled.
Yeah, we here now. I ain't even wiped the cold out my eyes or nothing yet. I got
I
everybody clean
appreciate
the
that, bro.
crib,
I do
made the
appreciate that.
smoothie and all that. So pardon the chest nakedness, y'all.
You good. You good. You good.
But,
So what is it that you got? I think you, from my understanding, you work with relationships and trying to
yeah,
get the best from people as they're together. Is that what I'm getting? Kind of like.
yeah. I do. Of course, I teach meditation, group settings, private settings as well. Couples therapy. It's called relationship recalibration.
Mhm.
I've been doing that for about 8 years now. Worked with almost hundreds of couples at this point, and it's not necessarily about just keeping couples together because sometimes that's not what their spirit is calling for.
Mm.
Even though they want to, go to counseling to try to make sure they stay together, that may not be what's supposed to happen.
Mhm.
So I just kind of give them the tools to assist them to like expose whatever the truth is. If that's the possibility of them becoming a stronger couple, or if their truth is they no longer align with each other. So I tell people from rip, I'm not here to keep you together. I'm just here to help you expose the truth. And
Mm.
I'm also a community activist. Do a lot of different events, retreats, all type of stuff. So if anybody don't know me, hit me up, and let's work.
Now, so that means you deal with a lot of trauma, I'm assuming, because you're dealing
Absolutely,
with. Okay. Um.
absolutely.
So how you deal with that? How like because I deal with a lot. I deal with a lot of traumatic people who have a lot of trauma, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they act out. And what are some of the ways you cope with it? Before we even get into, I want to know more about you. Like, how do you cope with that type of trauma? And
Well, for me at this point, like I tell a lot of my clients, trauma isn't necessarily like the severity of a painful experience. I believe trauma is the duration of
mm,
how long you hold on to an emotional experience unprocessed,
mm,
unpackaged. So if you are in, the constant healing state, some people think, all right, I healed this, I'm done with that, and then they cycle back around a month later, a year later. It's like, yo, I thought I dealt with that.
mm,
I understand healing is a infinite journey, and whenever something comes up, I'm handling it in real time.
right.
So there is really no trauma here. because there's no duration, there's no things that's unprocessed, unpacked, unobserved. As it comes up, it gets handled and I move accordingly. So I'm not holding any baggage. That's kind of what I feel like trauma is the stuff we don't give ourselves the time and space to deal with. So no trauma here. No trauma here. But it
So
doesn't mean I'm not
it,
still healing.
it
Both of those
doesn't
are happening at the same time.
it doesn't pierce your
No,
fortress. So
not at all.
you being
And,
around others' trauma,
no.
you're able to
And
separate yourself.
the way I see things at this point, I congratulate people when they tell me their sob story because I know what it can do for you. I know what it did for my own life. So I don't see it as a negative, regardless of the trauma they went through. Yes, sir.
Mm.
Go ahead. Go. You gotta go poop. Let me
Um,
get him right. I'm coming right back. Let me get him right.
Go ahead, handle your business.
Daddy,
Handle
go
your
eat.
business. Now, we talk to the people. For all tapping in, we have the brother of Brick City up, Brick City Buddha. He is somebody that works with couples. His job is to help you find out basically if you guys belong together, it feels like.
All right, I'm back.
And Blessings had a question for you, and she wanted to know, did you and your wife heal before getting together, or did both of you work on your trauma together?
Both. The majority of it was before we even resonated into each other's field of existence. Mind you, she's 1,400 miles away from me. I'm North. She's Houston. You know
You
what I mean?
North.
So
You in North.
yeah, I'm from North. I live. You know what I mean? I live in North.
I'm
I'm
next to
about
the
to move to.
Meadowlands. I'm next to the
Yeah.
Meadowlands. Okay,
Okay.
fine. Okay.
Okay. Like Secaucus area.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Rutherford.
doubt.
Rutherford to be exact. Yeah.
But yeah, we wasn't even following each other. Now you know how the algorithms work. If you're not following somebody, your timeline should not pop up on their timeline.
Yeah. Traditional.
But you know, you do a certain level of inner work, you become your own algorithm, and you start to access things that may not particularly be in your vicinity or your proximity. So the work I was doing, I remember she always tells me the video that caught her attention. The first thing that she saw of me was a very popular live I had did about the fact that, well, my perspective that women aren't built for monogamy. And it wasn't like, you know, women can't be, you know, sexually faithful. It was about, you know, unbridled feminine energy and my experiences in previous relationships of, you know, men think if I do a certain amount or if I give a certain amount, that should be enough. But women constantly need more. That's just the natural essence of feminine energy. There's nothing wrong with that. A man has to be able to accommodate that to a certain level. So that was the first video she saw of me, and she still didn't reach out, but that got her in my timeline. And then on her birthday, she had put up a post. That was the first time I saw her. You know, she in a bikini and all that. She looking good, but the caption is what caught me because she was talking about solitude. And I knew the way she put it, that wasn't just for the gram. She wasn't faking that. You know what I'm saying? So the work that we had, the intense work that we had already done allowed us to even, you know, be in the same space and time, even though we was 1,400 miles apart. And of course, when we got together, you know, we've been beacons for each other to continue to heal. What'd you say? You put them on. You know how to do that. You wipe good? All right, put them on. Yeah, multitasking.
I hear you. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
So how long did you guys get to know each other before getting married?
It was about a year.
Okay.
It was about a year, maybe a year and change.
How soon into the year did you know that she was someone that you would consider?
I kind of knew, like, when I saw the caption.
Wow.
But I was in a space where, come here, bro. I was in a space, come here. Shh, you got more poop? All right, go back. That's why I say
Nah,
you
you
take your
good. This
time.
is live.
One second.
Wait, bro. I need my bro to know. We know this is live. You understand? Anybody that expects anything else but realness here, yeah, I can't offer.
All right, I'm back.
This is not produced.
I'm back. All right. But yeah, like I knew that there was something I connected to within her spirit when I read that caption, but I was in a space where I didn't want a relationship. I was in the process of healing from coming out of the relationship with my son's mother. Shout out to her too. Because we worked our way through a lot of stuff to get to a beautiful place, co-parenting, still understanding our purpose and being each other's lives. So it's no ill will there. But I didn't want a relationship. Candace didn't want a relationship. I was so comfortable with the relationship I had within myself. I was prepared to go the rest of my life not doing nothing. Like I had already had a period of a year of celibacy, no release. So I had already mastered my sexual energy. Like sex is not a mandate for me at this point in my life, period. Even with my wife, it's 2 to 3 month periods where we're not doing anything. A lot of that has to do with the space and distance, but I'm about to move down there and it's still going to be periods where we don't engage in that way. So it was a very early connection when I saw the caption, but it still took a good, I say 3.5 months before we realized what we was developing was on that level. You know what I'm saying? Because initially we just sharing information, talking about our history, our healing, stuff like that, and just like really vibing on that level, not wanting anything. And like 3.5 months in, it was like, yo, hold up. You know what I mean? So, and then from that point, I still didn't be in her physical space until about maybe 5 to 6 months in. I took, our first date, I took a flight out there. I was supposed to go for like 3-4 days, but it was like Texas version of a catastrophic storm. They had like a 1/2 inch of snow and the whole.
Oh yeah, I remember
everything.
that. I remember when that happened. And all the roofs started collapsing.
Exactly. They pipes start freezing over. So it was crazy for them. But my 3 to 4 day stay turned into like a 10-day stay. I was like forced to be there. And that gave us more time to like really plant that seed of what we was going to eventually become. So even at that point, I knew it was up. It was just a matter of when Spirit was going to let me do that.
I have 2 questions though, based on what you were saying. The first being, how beneficial was semen retention for you?
Everything. It was everything, bro. And initially, I didn't understand what I was getting into when I was doing it. I was just at that point. This is before my son's mother. I was like really cutting ties with a 13-year relationship I was in. I'm not gonna call it toxic. I'm gonna call it purposeful, because those toxic relationships, those people are our karmic partners that are cracking us open to like really see you got to tap in here. So coming out of that, it was just to the point where it hurt too much to continue to deal with her on a sexual level, because it would be the same cycle over and over. And she was dealing with the dude I quote unquote took her from, that went to jail for trying to kill her. Like, I spent time in the streets and I was about to kill him for what he did to her before we was even together. I was a whole different being at that time. Had I caught him before he turned himself in, I probably wouldn't be talking to you right now. So for her to go back to him, it was just like, bruh, you know what I mean? And I was still dealing with her for a period of time, but it just hurt too much. I was starting to understand energy to just be like, I call something else through. So it was like 3 to 4 months where I had already not done anything, and I went to a spiritual retreat. And one of the practitioners told me, like, in the old times, the yogis would have to do a 12-month period of semen retention, because the same energy a woman is able to release and cultivate during a lunar cycle, it takes us 12 months of holding our seed and to harness that same type of energy. So if you say you really want to go to the next level, do a year. You're already 4 months in. So after that year, like, I had already conquered, my DICK, he right here. I had conquered that sexual appetite. And I realized, even though as fun as it may seem to just juggle random women and get it in, the freedom that comes with being able to walk down the street, see 20 beautiful women, and not have them run through your mind all day. Not have to, like, I got to go holler at that. To not have that, bro, was a whole different level of freedom. And now that energy could kind of trickle into me healing my kidney issues, healing my vision. At that time, I ain't had no money. I got fired from 5 straight jobs. Didn't know what I was going to do with my life. All that energy now got to be harnessed into what became my mission now. You know what I mean? So if it wasn't for that, none of this happens.
Fire. And I preach semen retention to the fellas. I do. I try and tell them the importance. I try and tell them, even if you could just start with like cutting masturbation out of your life.
Exactly.
Like try and retain something.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Like, I don't think we understand the type of energy that we're releasing, and it's unnecessary just for a moment of gratification.
Absolutely.
When I think, in my humble opinion, I think by you retaining your semen is what attracted your wife.
Absolutely. Because she was in the 4-year period of no relationship.
Yeah,
I mean, she was doing van life, so she didn't even have the space or time to cultivate anything, and she didn't want anything anyway. She was traveling the world, so she had literally went 4 years with no masculine energy. So if I wasn't purified in that way, I don't attract her either. Yeah.
And that's the importance. And so that's why when people are hearing the story and say, well, how was he able to know it's 3.5 months, is because of what the preparation y'all did prior to those 3.5 months. You know what I mean?
Exactly. and healing expedites things. Like it speeds time up for you. So somebody may look at, like, even the past 4 years of my journey, I've done things. I've worked with government agencies, hospitals, school system. I don't got a piece of paper, bro. I don't have a official certification. Like, I'm self everything. You know what I mean? And to be in some of the spaces I've been, starting from a point where I had nothing, I'm coming off of being blind. It usually takes people 10, 15 years to be able to experience the things I've experienced. I've done this, been a conduit for this. God has done this through me in 4 years. So it don't, like Carmen said, it don't take all day to recognize sunshine. When you open to energy and what's flowing through you and around you, things kind of seem to speed up, and life starts to expedite. So yeah,
So remember, I
that's
said
why
I had.
people was kind of looking at me crazy, like when I did disconnect from my son's mother in that way, and people was kind of invested in that relationship, and then I pop up, 6 to 7 months later, they like, that's not enough time for healing. You don't understand the level of healing I was doing that most people kind of pussyfoot around. I went completely into the pain. I went completely into the trauma. And it expedites when you do that. Most people, they don't really prioritize it, so it takes a longer time. Yeah.
So remember, I said I had a second question. My other question is, what advice do you give others that are in long distance relationships? Like, what's some of the things that you were able to try and keep things together in that type of, like, I don't know. Yeah, I think you know what question I'm looking for.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I would say transparency, honesty. Because at that time I had a lot of like genuine female friends, like not anything sexual. I'm working with a lot of the women from my community, doing events, stuff like that. So I remember the first time I was going to see one of them. I used to call her like my heartmate, but it was never nothing beyond platonic. We just held space for each other in different ways throughout our journey together. So I remember I was, I'm used to just doing my own thing. This may be like 3 months into me and Candace rocking out. And I had made plans to go check her out because she wanted to put me on to this opportunity to work with the school system in a different way. So I'm like, all right, yeah, I come through. Then as I'm going to my car, I'm like, yo, hold up. She may not be comfortable with this. I need to say where I'm going. I need to say who this person is and break that down. She didn't demand that of me, but we were so connected. I felt like I don't want to hurt her in any way, shape, or form. So let me give her this information and see how she feels about it. She's like, nah, go ahead, do your thing. Like, I trust you, all that. Then when I got back, she had broke down because she had never had a man like be forthright with information like that. It was always some extracurricular stuff behind the scenes, let alone I'm just going to do business with somebody I'm platonic with and still giving you that information 1,400 miles away, where you would have never known what I was doing if I was doing something extracurricular. So that was a very healing experience for her. And then outside of that, I would tell people to look into quantum entanglement. I'm big into, the quantum world, quantum mechanics and physics. And quantum entanglement is pretty much, scientists have realized that celestial bodies on opposite ends of the universe are in concert, like moving the same way, like literally communicating in ways where space and time should block that. So where attention goes, energy flows. I've never felt like I was in a long distance relationship. So we share energies 1,400 miles away in so many different ways. Our first date was going into our imagination, which we call the ethos. Our first date, I'm like, all right, for 5 minutes, I want you to go in your imagination and like kind of see if you can connect to my energy. I'm going to do the same. We ended up in that for a good 15, 20 minutes. And when we came back and gave the account of what we experienced, we both end up on Saturn. You know what I'm saying? We like completely connected. And that's one of our dates that we, would do all the time. Sometimes I hit her up like, yo, go into the middle of your floor in your house. Let's dance. You know what I mean? Little stuff like that. You start to realize that the physical frame doesn't block y'all from being able to share energy. So we've never felt like we was in a long distance relationship. Yeah.
Very dope. And you say you guys are coming together soon, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be moving out there September 27th. I'm gonna still be back and forth to Jersey a lot, continuing to do the things I've been doing. My son is here, my son's mother's here, but I'm gonna be living out there with her. Just got a house built. It's gonna double as an event space. So if anybody on here from Houston, I'll be doing classes in their events. If y'all want to collaborate, I mean, our space is beautiful. So yeah,
Yeah, we got several people tapped in from Houston, so
dope.
several people.
Yeah,
So I don't know, maybe that's why you're here. I don't know.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
And the dudes that I am tapped in with are really good dudes.
Yeah,
Some of them got the key to the city too. So
okay,
just tap
yeah,
in. I don't. Blessings is a blessing. So
yeah,
I feel like you're here for a reason. I don't know what
yeah,
it is just yet. Seems like you
yeah.
got everything together, bro. I'm used to dealing with people that need me. You don't need me. You understand?
Yeah. We all need each other, bro.
You know what I
We
mean.
just,
You got
yeah,
your
nah, I
own
feel you.
flow. You working with your own people, and you got your
Yeah,
own tribe, and I respect that.
yeah.
Now, do you normally share with people? Like, do you do some sort of live or counseling for the people that they can watch, or is this something that's broadcasted?
Yeah. I'm working on a podcast. I'll be doing one with my wife. Once I get down there, we're gonna set all of that up.
Dope.
But interim,
Mm.
I do lives on my page. I do lives with my wife on her page, Candace Love. Make sure y'all follow her as well. Trying to get a little bit more consistent because I kind of flow with what Spirit want me to do. So I've been doing like at least a weekly one at this point. I may be doing one tonight. To talk about our
All right.
event.
So is this what I'm here to give you? This is what you're here to get then. All right. So the way to break the algorithm, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
you're probably just saying sometimes it's hitting, sometimes it's not. Is it? You have to
Nah, not
find it.
really the algorithm. It's just, sometimes I just be in the forest, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I
No,
don't
but
be connected.
what I'm saying is, with this being so free, right? And us
Yeah,
used to being free on this, like, yeah, anything you want to do, go do this. Like
yeah,
something that's stable, people can really connect to. Like I've
yeah.
noticed ever since, like I forced myself to just do 7 to 9 Monday through Friday.
Got you.
Like the type of
Right,
connections and
right.
knowing people can depend on it, it's just
Mm.
different. Just like
Yeah,
if you
I
were to
received
say
that.
every Sunday at noon, I'm what you resting on for this, and then
I
you put
received
that
that.
accountability for yourself, you put
Yeah,
the accountability on the people, and watch they come.
I
You
received
understand?
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
no doubt. That's what you were supposed to give me.
that's how I'm supposed to get you. Because
Nah, I
time
received
breaks
that.
it
You're
all.
right.
Time breaks the algorithm. Like so, for the people that you feel like, damn, I just connected to them last week.
Yeah,
Now I'm reconnecting to these new people. Like,
yeah.
how about
No doubt.
I'm worried about the dude from last week, and he can't
No
find
doubt.
me because
No doubt.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean. He
true,
don't know what
true.
time I'm available.
No
So
doubt.
I feel you. And I'm gonna tap in. Whenever you
Okay.
do determine that time, let me know, and I'll make sure to put it a part of my world so people know.
Yeah, and pull up on me and come on
Oh
mine
no,
too.
I'm
We
gonna
are.
tap in. I'm gonna tap in for
Yeah,
sure because
yeah,
I feel the energy, and you right up the street from me too. So
yeah,
I doubt Bake. I'm sorry, I just seen my bro Bake walk in, but I doubt
mm,
Blessed knew that.
yeah,
So which is dope. And matter of fact, I'm gonna get Blake to Bake. Something's telling me to get you here, bro.
yeah.
Let me get you up here.
And keep in mind, anybody else that's in Jersey, we got a free event coming up September 17th. Peace in the Park, a community event we've been doing for about 3 years. Meditation, yoga, vegan food, black-owned pop-up mall. This one is sponsored by the city of Newark. So that's September 17th at 2:30 to about 6:30. A lot of different activities. Just pull up, bring your fam, kid friendly, dope event every time.
What Weekway? What part?
That's at Lincoln Park. Lincoln Park. Yeah.
Yo, good morning.
What's
Peace,
going on,
guys.
Bake?
Peace.
How you feeling, sir?
Good, man. We was about to jump in the water out this.
Oh, cleansing. Interesting. So we got my brother up here, Brick City, brought to us through Blessings. And Blessings is special to the
Oh
platform.
yeah, she definitely she a real one and a special one.
That's the ultimate supporter. Like, you
Word.
understand? One of those
We,
people
we
that,
talking about blessings, lessons, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just asked a question. Yeah, I actually collaborated with a movement called Eat, Move, Meditate. If you're in Cali, make sure you connect with Eat, Move, Meditate. They do events similar to the ones I do out here. It's a beautiful community. I think they do like quarterly events. So yeah, at Eat, Move, Meditate. I was out there last year doing an event with them, and I'll be back in some way, shape, or form.
Mm. So yeah. So the brother went through about a year. Did you hear what was going on, Bake? Or am I
Yeah, I heard what was
recapping?
going on. I heard from my other page. I was in here in my other page for a little bit. Then my phone started ringing.
I thought it was
Mm-hmm.
dope that he was able to tell so quickly into the relationship.
Oh yeah, a year into getting married, like that's It's
Well,
really
he
not a
said he
long
kind of knew
time,
up front, and then he had to, like, within 3 months, he knew, like,
Yeah,
it was solid. Like, okay, yeah, this is what it
yeah,
is. This is what it is.
but your preparation though, you were prepared. The
Yeah,
Most High
exactly,
prepared you for this.
exactly.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
blood, sweat, and tears. I had to fight for that. So yeah,
Mm.
before she even showed up, I had to fight for it.
I,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
what,
I like how you was abstinent too, man. Like
yeah.
a lot of
yeah,
times in our community, that's looked at as a weakness or you know laughter, a joke, and stuff
right,
like that. So my
right.
hat's off to you, bro. Like it's not
Appreciate
the
that.
easiest thing in the world.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Because our world is run by sex and
right,
all
Yeah.
this whoremongerism for real. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So
right.
So I think, like I was telling him, I truly believe that he was able to pull that off by making that sacrifice. You know,
Absolutely.
I
yeah.
don't know if every man is willing to make it, but I think if a lot of us considered it, yeah, I don't know if we
Yeah.
can all hit the year. I don't know if we can all hit
It'll
the year. I'm
change
gonna be
your life.
honest.
The thing is,
I
like
did 3.
once you got a mechanism to be able to transmute the energy, you're Gucci. Meaning like, you got to be able to turn that horny energy into a different type of energy. So you got to understand the chakra system. So it wasn't like those waves would come and it's just like, all right, I'm not going to do nothing with it. I knew how to change that energy into a different form where it wouldn't express its horniness no more. Now I send it to my heart chakra. I want to check on somebody I ain't checked on in a minute. And that's the satisfaction and fulfillment I would have
Mm.
got from if it remained in my sacral chakra and I just bust a nut. I send it to my third eye. I want to write a song, do some music. That's the fulfillment. That's the satisfaction. So if you don't got that mechanism, yes,
You
it's
know
going to
what
be
that
different
feels
for you.
like to me, Bake?
Yeah,
This is
What?
and you're gonna right away connect to this. When you know you're doing something like that with a lady and it's not properly under what we believe in, Bake. You know how you
Hmm.
feel a little apart from him. You know that feeling.
Yeah.
You know that feeling. You
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about. Like
I know
we there,
exactly that feeling, bro.
but I don't feel as connected. Like it's basically like walking in the basement and trying to talk
Hmm.
on a cell phone or being in an elevator. You
mm.
know what I
And
mean?
you don't have no service.
You don't got no service.
Mm-hmm.
And like brothers like Baked and I who are very spiritually connected, you can feel it and you know not to play then. You know not to you gotta be very careful when you feel that disconnection like that. Like you
Right.
feel like the
Yeah.
father's not there, you start saying so like, okay, all right. It's so funny
And
because I was just on the line with somebody who told me, yeah, I was just gonna take a little reprieve and I was gonna get right back. And it made me trigger myself. I'm like, is that what I was doing? Like I was trying to
Mm.
take a break. See, and I'm at an age where I can't be vacationing with my spirit.
right.
Mm.
You
Mm.
feel me?
Yeah.
I can't afford it. And I understand people can, and some people are just starting out and got a lot more time to go. But me, I just feel like my purpose has to be driven, and I can't
Yeah.
allow women to misdirect it anymore.
Right.
You
And
understand?
Absolutely.
derail you. And derail your
And
shit.
and I had
Down there
already
derailing.
kind of mastered what you were talking, like the semen retention and
Yeah.
understanding that masturbation is definitely nothing I'm doing. Like so if I'm going to release, it's gonna be with a woman and a woman that I
Right.
care for.
Right.
So I don't waste that, and I know better. But
Right.
I do understand that whenever I do tend to go in that opposite direction, things get a little wonky. I just
Yeah.
in order for you to see it, you gotta go the other direction. Though is my point to the fellas. You gotta
Yeah.
see what it feels like not to have it in your life because we're so used to it being everywhere. It's all over us.
Right.
Right.
You understand? I had to disconnect from
Right.
everything, from the music, from the television, from the all. I had to disconnect from it in order for it to just become simple to me, like to
Yeah.
where. But now, what can change it for me is the wrong energy from a woman, and then boom. Now, for some reason, those desires and those things that I thought I put to bed, they're right there. You understand?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm just speaking from my own personal experience with it. Semen retention was very powerful. It's what led a lot of you to me is the power that you've seen
Mm.
coming from me. You understand? There's a certain
Mm.
amount of power that comes from a man when he's not constantly releasing it to nothingness, right?
Mm.
So,
And also
and that's like y'all see me be weak when I was giving that power away, you
Mm.
know?
right.
Yeah,
And
Bake,
then
I'm sorry.
also and it's all good. And then also like with us, you know what I'm saying, handling our own business, meaning whether it be masturbation or whatever, with ourself, that pretty much kind of desensitize our body.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It puts us in a state of I'm all out. I'm all out for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's put us in a selfish state. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, like when we, going with our everyday life, sometimes we get tied into our own thoughts, our own world. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't give a damn about nobody else. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You all about self. So that desensitizing, you can't desensitize your body because next thing you know, we with a person that you love and you're trying to marry and this, that, and the other. And then after that, you can't perform or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's
And
about, go ahead.
I said, yeah, and even beyond just the physical sexual level, your ability to connect to them emotionally depletes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Because that's the same energy. So the sacral chakra houses not just sexual energy, it houses desire, emotions, right, and creativity.
yeah.
So if you bleed in too much of that seed, your ability to be empathic, compassionate, to feel what your lady feel. Like I was working with a couple before, and the brother was saying like, Docs, when she break down or she cry when we having an argument, like I don't feel nothing. I don't feel like remorse. I don't feel bad for her. I'm just like numb. I just be looking at her like. And he was one of those brothers that even when they as much sex as they have, which he relayed to me, even after they have sex, he still masturbates. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mm,
so much of this energy leaving the system that doesn't just affect the ways you just said, which is completely on point. But the reason a lot of times we don't have the emotional bandwidth to understand where our women is coming from, to feel what they feel, is because we just releasing too much of that energy.
mm,
Yeah. And it turns into depression. It turns into, like with myself, suicidal attempts and tendencies and thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said on the post I put up the other day, that's been getting a lot of traction. A lot of times a man's only opportunities to connect with God is inside his mother's womb, which he's not even really conscious of, and inside a woman's legs. When you start to be able to connect to this energy for yourself, you realize I don't got to depend on that to feel these sensations. Because I be asking people, whenever you have the best nut you ever bust, every nut you ever bust, right? Where do you feel those sensations? You feel it inside yourself, right?
mm,
So those sensations are actually innate to you. You may have a partner that's helping you to guide you to within that level of yourself, but it's already in there. So these periods of celibacy and solitude and, kind of harnessing our sexual energy, it will guide you to that energy that's already there. And everything else will balance itself out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. No, I hear where
Marty,
you're
eat
coming
your
from,
food,
too.
bro.
I hear exactly where you're
wow.
coming from, bro. And another reason why men, you want to eliminate any masturbation is because it makes for a 2-minute break. Simple,
Mm-hmm.
easy call. You ain't got to guess at it. I'm telling you. You trained your body wrong. Now you got to untrain it. Simple.
Yeah. I
So if
think
you
it's
want
a
to do it
mental
for,
thing
just like
too, as
I'm saying, if
well.
you just want to do it for a personal and no spiritual reason, there you go. Just so you don't got to look like a suck at the end of the day.
Word.
You know what I mean? Because trust
Word.
me, they talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
They talking about
You gotta be mentally strong not to even. It's a mental thing too. It's mind over matter too. Like
hmm
I know when coming up as a child, I kind of struggle with.
Swazi, good
Yes, my
morning.
dear.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to the
Peace.
line.
Morning, Cash Queen.
Swazi, didn't I tell you contact me? You wouldn't have to be talking about masturbation every morning.
Oh, Ned, yeah. Oh, whoa, whoa,
All
whoa.
I did was jump in and heard masturbation. I was like,
Yes.
No,
you call me.
I don't masturbate, so you don't got to worry about that, Queen. No. What's up?
So how y'all doing?
Good.
You
How you
doing
doing?
good?
We are having a conversation with this gentleman right here, Brick City.
Peace, love, peace.
He helps relationships. He works with couples. He actually found his wife. I like the way he tells the story. How'd you find your wife?
Healing. God. You know, she in Texas, I'm in Jersey, so 1,400 miles away. We wasn't following each
Wow.
other. So the algorithm shouldn't allow us to even know who each other were. But the healing we did magnetize each other to each other. So and here we are 2 years later. Yeah.
So wait, you guys have a real long distance relationship 2 years later?
We don't feel it's a long distance relationship, but traditionally, yeah, you will be able to call it that. We've still been able to connect pretty much every month and a half, 2 months, in ways where it's just not us connecting. Like, we do retreats now out of the country. We've done a lot of different events together. So even when we come together, it's not really bleeding our expenses. It's actually adding to our abundance, even when we just want to come together for ourselves. And outside of that, we know how to connect energetically beyond just flesh and blood. So, but yeah, we've been
That's
doing this
beautiful. Did you
type of
guys
thing for 2 years. I'm about to move down there though, so I'm about to live.
did you guys or was it on Instagram? Like, how did you guys meet?
Instagram. I was doing a live that she caught wind of. It popped up on her timeline. And again, we wasn't following each other, so she started following me from that point. And then she posted something on her birthday. And then
You said this was God that did this, right?
Well, God does everything, but yeah, specifically our healing that we was doing on our own ends, her in Texas, me in North. Yeah.
Swazi, can I pray?
What'd you say?
Swazi.
Can you pray?
Yeah, please.
Of course.
Are you guys ready? Are you single ladies? Lord God, we come to you humble, knowing that we are annoying, broken, Lord God, but we're asking that you send us our King through IG, please, Lord. Let it be a relationship like this man and this woman. Lord God, please send me the man that's going to allow me to be me and be the boss that I am. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. I'm going to...
Najee Ramba. I mean,
I'm about to find me a man.
I don't know if I should hallelujah that one. I'm gonna let the ladies handle that first. Ladies, you got it.
But that's the thing. You don't gotta find you a man. Find that divinity.
No. You know what? I'm actually in a place where the majority of my life I've always been with somebody. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Dixon? And at a point when you're younger, you start this person, leaving that person, just letting go of the relationship, right? Even my marriage, I think I should have tried to make it work instead of just stepping out and be like, forget this, that, this. But I'm at the place where I feel a lot of different things opening up for me, being single. And I'm not asking God that I want to be single. That's why I said that prayer. Like, I really want my king, but not until the time is right. Right, ladies? Shout out to John FX. I don't know if y'all know the producer, John FX, but he's a really, really huge producer. Like,
Buddha,
he knows a lot of people in the hip-hop and dancehall.
Buddha, I got to confront you, black man. All right? My
Good
bro
morning,
Wells,
good
I
morning,
can feel
good
him
morning.
talking to me. You got to put the shirt on.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
You gonna get me in trouble, Buddha?
Look. I'm on daddy time. Y'all about to get this chest nakedness. It is what it is. I ain't got the nipples out.
That's how he get that magnet attraction for his girl. You know what I'm saying?
Can y'all hear me? Swaz, can you hear me?
Yeah. So anyway, what I was saying, like, so many people that I was just chilling last night with
Can y'all hear me? I'm assuming y'all can't hear me.
No, we can hear you. And so many different powerful things have happened since I disconnect myself. So I want to see how far that could take me before I want to lock down again.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? But I still want I want God to keep me in mind. You know? But I want to ask you a question real quick. When you say mentally, how did it work for you mentally being away from her and knowing that, other people could be in her ear, or how did that work for you with the insecurities? Like, how did you fight that? Because we're all insecure, but we know how to control it. You know what I mean?
I don't believe we all insecure. I believe that's something we all have to work through.
That's a mental thing.
I feel like the thought would come past our mind, but we would control it. What I'm saying.
So it's so funny that because she's beautiful. So I will always ask, like, yo, nobody hollered at you today? Like, what's up?
That's what I'm talking about.
But listen, I would ask in a way where I wanted to hear those stories of other men hollering at her, because I'm so comfortable in my space and comfortable with her integrity that if anybody, you know, even when we was developing, if anybody caught her eye or resonated in a certain way, I was gonna be okay with that. If she needed to go with different, cool, like, because I'm running on my own energy and the connection I got with
my
God.
head.
Huh?
You know, I'm shaking my head all
What?
day long. Men holler at me, and I thought it would make my men trust me more if I told him the stories. But I think I made them more insecure and scared. And it's so funny that you're a black man that's saying, "Hey, tell me that," because I'll be like, "Baby, I couldn't even like change lanes. The nigga be in the way, like they literally be in their car."
That was because you was dealing with an insecure man. But a man, first of all, nobody wants to be with someone that nobody else
But don't get
else
mad when it
wants.
happens on this end, though. See,
So
that's the problem.
yeah,
That's my
nobody
problem.
wants to be
I'm
with
very
someone
open for
who
y'all,
nobody
but then
else wants.
when it comes to me, it's like, oh, why this, why that? But wait, all day long you deal with it. Like, why is it better when I deal with it?
My long distance relationship on IG.
We supposed to have a long distance?
Yeah,
But what you supposed to do when you're in your singleness, you're supposed to prepare for your mindset. You're supposed to prepare your mindset. You're supposed to prepare your body. You're supposed to prepare your finances to be prepared for a relationship. See, people are always talking about they want something, but you're not preparing for it. So in order to be in a relationship, we all know that when you're dealing with taking on someone else's spirit, you have to make sure that your spirit is up to par to take on that energy.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And
this
in
is
the
the
midst
problem.
of
I'm not there yet, because based on Buddha's theory, I still got 50 weeks to go.
I mean, however, only you will know. Only you and God will know when you're ready. But in the midst of waiting on your partner, you're also supposed to identify what it is you need, not what you want, what you need. And when you write it down and you pray, and that's your prayer, because at the end of the day, you're supposed to make sure that you're going in your divine purpose on what God has for you in your life. So as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do as a single person, once he feels as if, okay, she's ready, or okay, he's ready to have someone, because now they're going in my divine order. Now they're putting me first.
What is it that you do to prepare? Because I'm trying to understand that.
Oh,
hey, Baba,
I cut everything out. I cut everything out, and I was just basically to myself for about 5 years.
What do you mean
cut everything? Everything. Just basically worked. I just worked and, took care of myself. I dated myself. I made sure my mental was correct. I went back and dealt with any old traumas that I had. Basically took self accountability for the relationships that I was in that didn't work. Basically made sure that my mindset was at the person that I am today. So you strive to do better, and you can't dwell on the past. You learn from the past, because everything happens for a reason.
And I would add to that too, real quick.
I wanted to say something to her real quick. You know what my theory of this is? Like, perfect. Like a lady was like, "Oh, Queen, you think that you was perfect?" No. I feel like when you know who you are, knowing yourself and being confident about that, and like you said, taking some time to yourself. Now, when you get in this new relationship, you're not going to talk about your past, because I think the past and talking about the past is what affects what's new. And so the time that you have to yourself, it's now going to be only about you and what you got going on right now. So I'm taking that time for me, really, honestly, to build such a foundation that certain bums won't even want to approach me. They'll be so scared to approach me. So I'm only going to attract more powerful individuals that's going to be overpowered for me, because remember, he's a king and I need him to be that dominance, over, but still appreciate the boss in me. You know what I'm saying? The female go-getter, the boss, you know what I'm saying? And that only a powerful man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
To
That
me,
was
but I'm just saying.
that was a part of my prayer. When I prayed to God, when I wrote out my affirmations and when I prayed on the different characteristics and traits that I wanted him to possess, I said that first of all, I wanted him to be God-fearing, I wanted him to be a family man, and I wanted him to be soft-spoken but opinionated. And I also wanted him to be confident enough within himself to allow me to be me.
All right. Well, I appreciate both of you ladies. And since Buddha is the one that's going around and offering this advice, I say, do you have any questions for this gentleman? Because I think
No,
he
I
has a
wanted
lot
to
of
hear his
insight.
philosophy. I wanted to hear his blueprint.
You
I
wanted
wanted
to
to
hear his
hear what you
blueprint
were
to
sharing before I came on the line,
how we got to it basically,
like
how
a
we got to
quick
the marriage.
synopsis. Yeah, like a no. You said that. You said something about if you were listening to what he said, you got a couple weeks left.
No, yeah. Okay. Explain,
So I wanted to
the
hear
path.
that. You know what I'm
Explain your
saying? Because I'm
path,
trying to
Buddha.
get on that road. You know what I'm saying?
She ain't gonna like this, but go ahead, Buddha.
So if you even break down the word single phonetically, you got sing, you got L. Sing means praise, alms, right? L means God.
God.
EL is reverse. So single is your period to like really establish your relationship with source. And we probably, all of us in the different time zones we in, we probably taken what, 3,000-4,000 breaths since we've been up. Has anybody thought about, damn, it's like literally life force spilling into my nostrils right now, giving my body what it needs, right? That's one
Okay.
example of the many different ways that God is showing up for us all the time. That's not necessarily a mate. That's not necessarily a dream car or dream career. So the period I took, I had a 2-year period of intense immense solitude, like I always talk about. That singleness initially was crushing me. I wanted somebody to fill that void. But over time, it started to turn into the space and opportunity I needed to acknowledge God in every way that God was acknowledging me. Right now, the sun's spilling into my melanin. This is a gift. This is God praising me, and for me to be able to recognize that, start to meditate, spend time in nature, be quiet, stop doing so much in my mind, stop going forward so much. That started to create a space where that relationship became my priority. At that point, it ain't matter who came or went, because I got God for real, not just a statement. I could literally tangibly feel God working through every capacity of my life.
Can I ask you to stick a pin right there?
Mm-hmm.
The last little small relationship that I had,
Mm-hmm.
being that I had lost a major relationship like 5 years, and then I, ventured into this one like a rebound. And that's what I said to him. At first, I felt like I was afraid, the panic of being alone. Once I took my time to get over that, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's be alone. That to me was like breaking a chain. Because a lot of us, to me, and this is just my philosophy, and I don't know if this is you agreeing, we are afraid of being alone and we're afraid of detaching from the wrong people, even if it's wrong. And then we become insecure, then we become argumentative, then we become shaky and the other person can't deal with it. Or you can't deal with the other person based on their reactions. So it's like, for me, I'm not afraid anymore. You know what I'm saying? For someone that I was married for 10 years, and prior to that, my baby father was 9 years, I was always taken off the market. And then this last one was 5 years. So I've really never really been alone. You understand? After I had my daughter, I did 2 years because I chose to do that absent. I was young and I was doing it for fun. Like, let's see how long I can't fuck. You know what I'm saying? And back then, they didn't have Pornhub. You'd have to actually put a CD in the DVD. You know what I mean? So it wasn't even like that. Now it's more like my phone's right there, when I'm tempted. And I did 2 years, but that was the longest I've been alone. I've never been alone. I've always had a man next to me. And now I actually want to feel what it feels like to try by myself for a while and understand how that feels like. I don't agree with the young lady prior. If I already know who I am, and I know in my relationships, like, I don't argue, we don't argue, we have a good vibe. It's just that my hustle flow always affects my relationship. I don't think I need to fix something other than to find somebody that understands and I understand them. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's just on God right there. When you said that about that panic feeling and that nervousness about being alone, I understood where you was going with that. Exactly how I felt. And that's exactly what I had to recently overcome. And I feel good now. Because no matter what happens, like you said, God got me. I don't need to be panicking and worrying about you being there. Should something happen or I need you or, you know what I mean? I got this.
Well,
You know?
okay.
Continue to carry on. Swazi, I'm over here trying to be an engineer.
I see you over there.
I'm trying, but I don't understand
I
what
think
happened.
the main point that I think you need to hear from him is that he took 52 weeks at minimum away from sexual activity, including pleasing himself. And that was one of the ways I feel that he was able to attract his wife. And not only attract her, but know within 3 or 4 months that it was his wife. You know what I mean?
52 weeks shouldn't be hard for a female.
Yeah.
Not for a male.
Not for a
Completely
male. I'm not
different
even
ball
talking
game
for a
for a
female.
male.
I'm talking for a male.
Yeah. It's completely different ball game. And you said you did 2 years, but you were still masturbating, correct?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, okay. You
That's
the
what I'm saying. It was
first woman I
easy
ever
for
heard
me
say that.
not to masturbate because it wasn't like now where you have Pornhub at the palm of your hand. You would have to go get a CD, put in the CD player, rewind, pause, forward. You know what I mean? So it was a little bit more different then.
I put it like this too, because like we put so much onus on, like we keep saying I attracted my wife. Like I did this and I attracted my wife. I attracted God before
And he
my
got
wife.
your wife.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, we'll kind of romanticize the person, the place, or thing that comes from the healing. But there's this quote from this yogi I follow, Mercy, says you have to become delicious enough for God to want to eat you, right? So even before my wife came, before this tribe, this career path, all these beautiful things that happened in my life, when I had literally nothing and I was in the forest 8 hours a day, Najee Ram, but out, no cut, not caring about the outside world, that was the beginning of me realizing I don't have to necessarily have anything or do anything outside of sing L, praising God and connecting to God in any way I can. That's when meditation went from a chore to the front door to the intimacy with the divine. We all got the same atoms flowing through our body. They're just in different configurations. The same atoms comprise all of existence. So we are literally a drop in that ocean of everything. We have the ability to connect to that, and that's tangible, that's palpable, that's organic, right? That's climactic when you know how to attach to that. So yes, my wife showed up, but before that, God came. God came and consumed me and ate me. And if nothing else would have ever came, I would have been good. It's just icing on the cake that it did. So I don't want us to keep going to I did this and I got my wife. I got God. I got God.
God first.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Once I believed in him and said, and let go from, any principles of the world, which is the individual, and went spiritual and said, yeah, God got me. I went full force on God got me. And I feel like after that, nothing else can stop me. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of time it's the person that you with.
Hey,
I
Dorothy.
totally agree that
Sorry,
as
Zion.
as
Welcome.
as someone I'm sorry,
No,
as
welcome.
someone sustains from sex, that gives them an opportunity to see what's around them instead of indulging in every sexual act that they have in front of them, which blinds you and makes decisions for you. You're making bad decisions at that point on what you like because you can't see clearly because you're too busy focused on the next fuck or the next time somebody's gonna make you come. So I agree with what y'all talking about, and that makes sense why you found your wife. You sustained from masturbating and having sex and all of that. So kudos to you, brother.
I just want to read this. It's so funny. I literally just put this in my stories yesterday, right? It basically says, this is from the Song of Solomon 8:4, chapter 8, verse 4. I charge you, O daughter of Jerusalem, that ye stir not up or awake my love until he please. Until he please. Until God has sent you to me, can't do it. I just posted this for a reason. I know exactly what you're saying. If it's
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's dope.
and so
That's
I'm
That
dope.
was
calling
beautiful.
out
That
to
was
the women
beautiful.
that's tapping on me like,
Did you read that again?
yeah.
But look, beloved, I'm
And the
about to
song
head
is
out.
no
I'm
doubt.
about to go back do my daddy duty thing, but I appreciate your time.
We tapped in, bro.
Like I said, when I do mine, I want to bring you on as well. But I appreciate you bringing me on your platform. Everybody that showed up,
I
that
want to
listened,
follow you.
I
Everybody
love
follow
y'all.
this man right now.
Yeah, hit
We
me
all
up, follow
following
me.
you. Everybody follow Buddha.
Yeah,
Everybody tap in,
appreciate
tap
y'all.
in, tap in.
You
Beautiful
gonna be
spirit.
talking all this big stuff on your platform? Because I want to hear it.
Yeah.
You'll see. Go to my page. You'll see.
He does couples retreats. He does all of this stuff. So if you
Yeah.
find that person or you are with that
Ooh,
person, this
couples
brother can help.
retreat.
This brother
What
is
about
solid.
singles retreat?
I
We
feel
do
like I
those
just
too.
came from a couples retreat.
Yeah, to get
Everybody
your
was
mind right.
Yeah. All right,
yeah.
y'all.
All right.
Love. Every time.
All right.
Peace.
So I'll reread it for Cat. I'll reread it one more time for you, Cash. Okay. How about I start with the verse that led this one. I think she's blocked. You messing
Yeah,
in
she's
those you
blocked.
messing around in those worlds you don't belong in, Cash. Be careful. All right.
I feel like I
Because
just came from a couples retreat. That's what I wanted to say.
the first thing I posted was the Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 3. Because of the Savior of thy good ointments, thy name is an ointment poured forth. Therefore do the virgins love thee. Right? So I really take that to heart because I know a lot of times I pour into people and instead of just accepting what I'm giving them, they look at me as some sort of savior for them. So that really struck home for me. And then when I was reading throughout and I was trying to get like what was his message, how did he deal with it? He just basically went back to the same people he was helping him and he said, I charge you, O daughter of Jerusalem, that ye stir not up or awake my love until he pleases. And that's just where I am. So the Father says it's time. I'll do 10 years if I have to. Simple. I'll do a 10-piece. How does it say on the core font?
Okay, so I felt like I just came from a couples retreat, you guys. We all were couples and we were
Morning to the
all
live.
lovey-dovey. And
Yeah, that's
my
what Blessings.
hubby, hey hubby.
Peace, brother. That was Blessings' whole. That was Blessings' whole
Let me say
mission.
hi. Where is he, Zai?
Yes, hubby.
What up, broski?
Yo. What's happening, bro? How's it going?
You at
It was
couples
great.
retreat?
Yes, everybody was coupled up. Like everybody came with their man. We had
Oh,
dinner
that's
together.
nice.
So we
Where you
shared,
at?
we went on a cruise. I just came. I'm in Miami right now.
So you're not gonna see me?
You in Miami?
That's where I live.
Oh my God, Cash! I'm down here at the port. What's it called? Portside.
So how long you gonna be in Miami?
My flight leaves at like 3. Well, I board at 3. My flight don't leave till like 3:45 or something, 3:30.
Damn.
I'm like down here at Portside. Hold on. I'm at Bubba Gump. I think this is Bubba Gump.
Okay, that bubblegum place. That's so.
That's why I'm at,
Oh my God!
Cash.
It's only that I hate driving to Miami.
Oh shit.
It's a lot of traffic, especially right now. And then by the time that the traffic will ease up, you're gonna be ready to leave.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a few hours, and then I'm gonna go head to the airport.
Aww.
Hey, it would have been nice to see you, Cash. I ain't know when you was
So
in Miami,
that's
girl.
you and hubby, right?
Yeah, but it's a whole bunch of like
Oh, nice,
Oh,
nice.
that's brilliant.
it's a
How you
whole
doing,
bunch
Swaz?
of.
I'm doing good, bro. Just trying to get myself out of
Well,
something.
enjoy your beautiful, beautiful
Man, I could
experience.
have
Right now,
seen
you look like
Cash.
you
I
in the
didn't know. Thank you,
rainforest.
baby.
You look like you in the rainforest with that view.
I didn't know that you was in Miami, Cash.
I'm from New York, but I live in Fort Lauderdale, Miami.
Oh, you in
Peace,
Fort
blessings,
Lauderdale?
blessings, peace. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you,
Swazi,
blessings. I do. You didn't have to do that,
You
and I'm
gonna go
glad that you
down.
trusted me enough to go do it for you. Thank you. What's going on, Cash?
you said something when I was getting kicked off the live. You said, I be babbling in the wrong world. You sure right. They bring out a demon in me.
They don't just bring out a demon. You see what they did to
Oh, sorry.
your lob is now blocked. They get deeper than that. It's bigger than a demon. It's everywhere. This is why the energy. This is why I don't bring myself into other people's planets. You come into mine. I know my energy is, and I know even if you come here and you misdirecting it, I know how to control it and how to interact with
Yeah,
it.
I'm in
If I'm
Bayside.
going in your
I'm in
world,
Bayside, y'all.
you got all this weird cultist. Like even look, one thing I keep around people, I keep people around me that's gonna check me. Pay attention. Zion to check the shit out of me. Mac can come check the shit out. Like I keep people around that will check me consistently. Angie, check me. Cash will check me. 86 will check me. You understand? When I go with this other people's planets, they don't keep people around to check me. It's just people around like, yeah, go. It's like, nah, you
And
don't.
not only
That's not my
that, they
world.
come with a different energy than you. And even just a lot of people that I've seen even visit your platform, because I feel like I have matching energies with a lot of people here, because we're kind of real. We're not fake. We're not desensitized. That I feel like a lot of us that come on your platform, Swazi, is we can still connect with reality.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? It's not about clout or following somebody else or having the wrong person's back.
Mm-hmm.
It's just truth. You know what I mean? So when I go on other platforms and they see my power, they don't like it, so they try to dim my light. So they go so hard to try to dim my light. And they try to bring me down, and they try to discredit me, and they try to say things that's not me to dim my light. And then I get like, ah.
Where at, Mac? I got you. What day is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thursday or Friday?
That would be nice. Dinner with E-Mac.
Tomorrow's Friday, right?
I wish you would have told me ahead of time. I would have gotten dressed early this morning and then head to you.
Oh, I didn't know, Pastor. I did not know.
I got like shorts on and stuff. Like,
So we just here. We just vibing.
I got you, Mac.
We head to the airport in probably like an hour, 2 hours or something.
hi, Ima.
I got you. A little last minute, but I'm gonna do it for you.
That's what's up. Dinner with E-Mac.
Go ahead,
Good
just keep your
afternoon,
hands to
Ima.
yourself, Mac.
And Ima.
Hey, man.
Hey, y'all.
Leo, tell her to keep her hands to herself, please. She'll
I
listen
got
to
on
Huh?
you
booty
because you have
shorts.
that proper voice. Tell Mac to keep her
No,
hands to
these are
herself.
long. They're not booty shorts. Look,
Say that
Yeah,
again,
they nice
Sloss?
The
size.
they're
They
temptation,
nice
long.
size.
the
Booty shorts would
temptation, the
be like
temptation.
all the way.
Why? No, I'm good. We do it tomorrow, Mac.
They long.
We good. You said they're not booty shorts? I looked away.
No, they not. They not booty shorts.
No,
They
they're not.
nice length. They not booty shorts.
If it was booty shorts, it'd be like,
Nothing hanging out. Yeah, nothing hanging out. Okay.
yeah.
Sloss.
So I can look again, Leo.
Oh, why you looking away?
I'm good. I'm fighting. I'm fighting right now, Zai.
You know
Oh
what it is?
wow.
You know what it is? I gotta start ignoring his ass. As soon as you
Fighting.
start
Fighting the
ignoring the
temptation.
nigga, that's when they
That
start paying
yo, let
attention.
me
As
tell you
soon as
something.
you be
That
like,
Listen,
oh,
what
love,
that I
love you
will
all over
that
them,
won't
that's
work
when
with
they
me.
like, yo, man.
It's not that, Cash. It's not even you. It's me, and it's real. I already told you what it is. I'm not playing. You know, it's not. It has nothing to do with you. If I was in my worldly mind, I'd be on the flight right now.
be
I
on the
want you
flight.
to be in your worldly mind. I need you to be
I know you
in
do,
the
and that's the
real.
problem, baby. I know you want me in my worldly self.
Bubble gum. That's where we at. Bubble gum.
But why when you look
I
at
don't
me,
want to be worldly anymore. I had
why when
enough
you look at me, you see a worldly mind? I want you to see me like,
because in order to chase you, I'm only chasing what matters to me.
Oh, you heard that?
And it's bigger than me, Cash. You can see that, can't you?
Are you sustaining from sex? Suave?
I'm, I get it, but I'm not. I don't get it. I don't know what you're talking
It
about.
would be like it would be like someone someone redirecting your purpose. You just got finished saying I'm ready to be me. Somebody gotta allow me to be me in order for me
Oh,
to
you mean like you're actually taking time to yourself?
It's not about me.
Yes.
No, I'm just asking. Are you at that point? You're taking.
I feel like I'm a vessel for God, and the cleaner I could keep myself and the energies that are around me, the more I could do for others. It's not about me. If it was about me, we'd be linking right now. If it's about me, like, let's be honest, God knows.
I think
Not
he's
about
shooting
me.
his shot, Cash. That's what I think I'm listening to. He's shooting his shot.
No, but I understand what you're talking
I'm
about.
not shooting my
Like,
shot at all. I'm just telling her that
Cash.
I've done a lot for me already. I've done a lot of wise stuff. Time for me to get back and do what I know I'm destined to do, you know? And I understand we all got our own paths, and sometimes they don't coincide.
that is so true.
Oh,
You know?
it's going good, Destiny. I'm right here in Miami right now.
And
The Ferris wheel. Can y'all see the
and
Ferris
like
wheel?
Leo, I don't want to be Leo. You see what it feel like to come back in the fold? I don't want to come out the fold again,
Oh, they
bro.
doing the Ferris wheel. You want to do the
I was
Ferris
just
wheel?
out the fold for a few months. That's why I'm extra hesitant with
That
things.
shit
'Cause I
going
know where I
around.
was just at, Leo.
Well,
You
they're back
understand?
again, bro.
I was just out the fold.
Probably hot, a little hot box.
Yeah, I hear you.
Just trying to call him, and I felt like I had no service. And I ain't
Mm,
felt like that before at all.
yeah,
Wow.
Like I could call God. It was at a point where my connection was so close to the Father that before the prayer came out my mouth, it was already served.
exactly.
To the point where I
I
was
hear that.
afraid to even talk to him.
And you know what? You just. I
It's
almost.
good to see you, Zai.
So I had so much.
Yep,
You
I've been
cutting up.
gone,
You
y'all.
cutting up.
And then me.
Yeah, man.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
No, I'm gonna say it was almost like that for me. I almost gave up on my purpose, like almost like I didn't have a purpose. And then I had to realize you got so much going for you. Work it.
But could it
It's a
be
blessing.
somebody in your life kind of trying to redefine your purpose? Because that's
No,
or
that's
trying to
what.
slow you down from getting on the road to your purpose.
That's all it was. That's what I said. I've been in relationships all my life, long relationships, 10 years, 9 years.
Me too.
So I never had time by myself to watch what I could do for me.
So what do you think would happen if you and I got together? And I've been in 25 years of relationship. You've been in however many years of relationship. What would happen? The same thing, right? Another 5, 6, 7
No,
years of us trying to adapt
no.
to one another and giving up
I
pieces of,
never,
you know?
I never thought of me and you like serious relationship,
See
What'd you
that?
but I
say?
have
Hey,
attraction.
you see
But
the difference? I'm not even
no,
thinking of attraction. So you thinking
no, no,
like,
no, no, no,
and
no.
I'm thinking like it's only one way for me.
Please listen to me.
I don't think it would be the same. I think
I
you've
if
learned.
I was to think,
Let her talk, Zion. Let me hear it.
if I was to think in that manner, right, which I can, because I can see myself. I don't think it would, because I feel like you're a man of many words, communication. You're a man of God, and I think you actually supported me in my vision, and
Still
that's
do.
what I'm looking for. Someone can understand my vision and understand it's not their vision.
Mm.
And if they're able to accept this woman, love this woman, say, you know what? She's made up of this. I'm made up of this, and it works. I'm gonna accept it. Whatever I can support, I'm gonna do it. But some people they come with a for not only themselves but for you too.
Mm.
And so that's trying to play so that they can play that out that they have in mind.
Mm.
And that's not what it is. Everybody has their own destiny. Everybody has their own life that they have. So it's either you're gonna be able to be part of that person's life or not. So I already feel like when you put my stuff up on here, the way you speak highly of me, you can understand. Like even what you saw me going through on the internet. Come here, baby. Let me talk. Lay on my chest. I need you to blah blah blah. I can see that. That's different from a oh my God, and not understanding that I'm a public figure and I'm in the media and I'm gonna have haters.
Mm.
Or I might need to go out tonight.
Mm.
Or I might need to be on the phone with an artist or a producer or invest in a male. Or I might need to go have lunch with a male producer or investor. You get what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
like, for me, until I can find out, I'd rather just keep trotting.
I feel you. I already told you that's not something that would bother me as a man. So there's men like me. I'm not the only one. Um, I don't mind a woman conquering the world. If anything, I'm gonna get behind her and help her. But the thing is I've been helping one woman at a time. Can't do it that way no more. That's destined to do more than
Yeah,
that.
actually, that girl you were helping out, I spoke to her last night, Swaz. What's her name? Comedian.
Little B?
Little B, yeah. She's on it. So basically, she's good to go, man. She's kind of high. So you kind of stepped her up a lot. This
is my job, Cash. My job is to do what.
Yeah, she's pulled herself.
Like I don't force it on people, but I know I'm here to serve a certain purpose. And whenever a woman normally comes in, once they get what they want from me, instead of them saying like, you know what, it's only right that I let him give back to others, right? They just say, nah, I want to close it all mine. That's mine. Like that's my life. I'm taking that life for me, and I feel like anybody that I love, I'm supposed to give as much as I can of me, but I've already done that. I just told you I gave 25 years to women. Already did it.
I didn't realize she was on the live when we were doing the live yesterday, but she obviously was watching the live, so she obviously got really excited. But I said to her yesterday, I said to her last night, I said, you know what you do? Don't look at what I'm doing. I said to her, just research first, only for a while, so you taking a bit of knowledge before you go start jumping down the hot road. Because I'm telling you, she was like,
well, that's most people when they first get it, right? And the only reason why I'm so cautious is because you can get served. This is why I tell people there's a psyche to trading that I like to attack first before I try and talk about money. Not everybody has the psyche for it, right? So once you establish that you do or you don't, then that's where the mission begins. Like, okay, why can't I not make those type of decisions under pressure? Can I do that? Because normally in life, what happens when I get under pressure? Do I freeze? You understand? Because the same thing will happen when it's $10,000 on the line. You understand? You're going to freeze. If that's your normal occurrence in life, is when pressure happens, you freeze up and look for some sort of coping mechanism. Same thing can happen in trading. You understand?
You're not gonna believe it. Guess what's been happening on my IT? I've had these guys who've been tagging cash apps on my Instagram. I'm sitting there thinking, what? I'm like, hold on a minute.
Yeah,
I'm not like
you love with the money, bro. You love with the money. So
I'm sitting there thinking, hold on. I don't even ain't no one I know really, but I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna say to you that a couple of people did hit me up yesterday, and I put them onto JP because I said she's the only one who can add them to the group.
Cool.
That group, because I can't add. So I told them they had to talk to you or talk to JP.
And I already reached out to my partner Stack. I told him in the next 4 to 6 weeks we're gonna need him because he's an instructor. He works inside of a college. This is somebody I worked with earlier before I ever came onto this and started drawing this amount of people. Had already drew 15 people to me. You understand? And worked with them.
Right.
And of those 15, 6 remain, right? That have solid understanding of how to trade in different areas. He's over in the NFT land and options trading, stock trading. Because when we first came in the game, I realized that Forex might be too volatile for some up front. You understand? It's just it's a little extreme for some people that don't have the mental for it, right? So I realized
it's funny.
Slow it down some way, Leo.
I showed Zion a chart, and Zion got it right first time
because she has rhythm. The charts are rhythm.
Remember that, Zion?
All the time. There's a rhythm to it. So if you have rhythm, right? If you know how to dance, you're gonna easily be able to see it. You're gonna like, oh. That doesn't follow the same way. Like that last move is not that same move. That's a different move. What is that move? You understand? I said when you're viewing it, you're gonna see that it's a different dance move, and it's gonna cause alarm. You understand? That's what happens with people with rhythm. That's why I tell people all the time: Black people in this market is dangerous. Man.
I showed Zion. I showed Zion the chart, and I showed Nola, and I
I
said
really
to
want to
Zion,
get into that, Leo. I want to get into trading, so I
what
want to know your
direction?
thoughts.
Do you remember when you got that money, Zion? You remember? And I said to her, what direction? And I gave her 5 minutes to decide, right, Swaz. And she just looked. She had a quick look, quick glance, and so said, so done. Yeah, it's brilliant. So
yeah, and then the other thing that you work on after you start dealing with psyche is that person, since you know the type of money they're gonna have access to, Leo, they have to have a purpose. Like if somebody's just coming around just trying to get their hands on the bag and you give it to them, are you helping them or hurting them? You understand? Because you see what too much
Don't stop
money in
my
people's
shine,
hands.
Swaggy.
You know what too much money in people's hands does without some sort of direction. It doesn't make
Don't
things
stop
better
my
for
well,
them.
shine, Swaggy.
that's
Don't
where
stop my
you
shine.
that's where you come in,
Right,
Swaz.
that's where I'm at. That's why I'm at the front of it.
Leo,
Because
real
everybody just
talk,
want to
Leo.
jump
I
in. You
want
get
you
the
to
little
show
bees all over the
trading
place. Oh,
shade.
what? I can make money? They dive right in, but they don't understand. Like, yeah, not only can you make money, because you lose everything around you. Like, no one will,
Yeah,
you will be inside of this. You won't be thinking about nothing else. You will think about money and money. But yeah, okay, you got money. Now what? Now what? Where's your
right.
family? Where's your wife? Where's your, you know what I'm saying? Where's your peace of mind? Where's your time? Like, those things have to be etched out first. That way you can focus on something and get a goal, obtain it, and then move into purpose. Otherwise, you
Well,
get stuck in that shit, bro.
well, I'll tell you what.
I feel like with statements like that, you trying to control people and what they want to do to help others. And I feel like
I just
those
want you to serve a
are
purpose,
hateful
Queen.
statements.
I want you
No,
before the information comes out of my mind and goes into yours because
you
I have
can't
it.
stop.
I have
You
it.
can't stop someone from wanting to help someone.
I can't
So,
stop someone,
so
but I can't
statements
allow them.
like
No, I can't be the reason for
statements
them to
like what
give that
you
information for no reason.
no,
Because you can go buy it
they're
from anybody
their
right now.
own person. They're their own
That's
person. They
fine.
decide
Then get it
on
from
who
somewhere
they
else.
want to help,
Get it
when
from
they
somewhere
want to
else.
help them,
Get it from
who they
somewhere
want to
else.
help, when they want to help them.
That's what I mean.
You
It's
Not
time
can't
for you to get it from
everybody
stop
somewhere else.
deserves your
someone
help.
They don't deserve.
helping
They don't deserve it from
someone.
me because
They
It's
may
not
not,
fair.
but
but
That's why
that's
I
up to
Zion,
fell.
you.
I
Zion,
fell because
Zion.
of
That
Wait
is
a
helping
second.
up
people.
Wait a
to
second.
the
Let me
person.
explain
That
something
is
to
up
you.
to the
I
person.
can't I can't align myself with people like that because Leo already knows. Leo, do I trade to this moment? What am I doing right now, Leo? You know I have the knowledge to trade. Am I trading, Leo?
Right. Yeah.
No. So
No,
I
you're
chose
not
my
trading at the
purpose,
moment.
right? I chose my
Yeah.
purpose. It's not about the money. There's a
Yeah.
purpose. There's a reason behind it.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So
It's not.
this is the point why I can't align myself with people just chasing money
I
because
ran across
everything about me
Listen,
is the opposite.
forget the chasing the money. I'm talking about trying to stop someone for whom they feel they want to help somebody. Let them do them. You can't govern over nobody,
I'm not
helping nobody
governing
do nothing.
anyone. All I can do
That
is govern
person
the
has to
people I give the
govern.
information to.
That person has to govern themselves. If
Agreed.
they feel like they want to help someone, stop them. You saying statements like, you shouldn't help. No,
No. You're
you doing the
misinterpreting.
devil's
You're
work. You
misinterpreting.
doing the
You're
devil's work
misinterpreting.
when you do
You're
stuff like that.
misinterpreting. You're misinterpreting. And it's fine, and I'm okay with that. But you're misinterpreting. Again, I'm gonna repeat. I'm serving my purpose. When I went in front of God, He delivered my purpose. It was installed to me. I know what I'm here to do. I know my mission. I know I'm not only supposed to be wealthy alone, and I know I'm supposed to make others
Anybody who
wealthy.
want my
I
help,
get it.
Rico, if you ask me something about the
I
trucking
get it.
business, I will put you on.
And
I
I
don't give
do
a
that
fuck who
now.
you are.
Listen. Even in the market, I have no problem showing you everything to free you. But don't stay around me if you don't have a purpose. I'm not holding back information.
because
I'm
if
just
you don't
telling you,
have a
you don't get to
person
walk with me without purpose. Go
and
that way.
without a purpose, there's no sense of helping them, and that's why they're gonna take that help and turn around and spit you in your face
Yeah, they're gonna
because
take it and just
they've
go
never
off.
had a purpose
It
for it.
doesn't matter. That's not for you. That's their blessing. They're blowing, not
It's
yours.
for me to
No,
set
I
the
get that,
boundary
but
up
God
front.
said don't. He
It's for
doesn't pity a fool.
Yeah, it's me
He
setting my
said
Yeah,
don't
but
boundaries up
pity a
front, letting
fool.
you know, like, okay, I'll
no.
give you the
See, that's the
information.
problem with us now.
The information.
We're spreading information and stop helping one another.
No,
That's
I'm
the
not.
problem with
I'm
us right
willing to
now
give it
as
all to
black
you.
people.
I'm willing to give it all
As
to you,
black
but don't try and
people,
connect to me without a purpose.
we want to withhold information, and we're sharing this
Okay.
information to tell others to withhold shit when we should be helping one another. If you want to know something about the trucking business in Virginia, I will let
That's
you
untrue.
know. Hit me up in my
Right.
email.
Oh,
I
that's
will tell
true.
you
That's
how to go
true.
about it.
That's
I'm
untrue.
not going to
Swaz.
withhold it from nobody because
That's
I'm not going
untrue.
to stop my blessings because I'm mad
That's
that you
untrue.
might not thank me
I don't need
afterwards.
your
Fuck that.
thinking.
You don't thank
I
me.
don't need your
I
I'm
don't
thinking.
give a fuck.
muted. Your background is mad loud.
Yeah.
TV or something?
Swaz,
Yeah.
does Zion know about the group?
No, she
Yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't.
you
She
had a
doesn't
TV
know.
on or
She's just
something?
assuming things. She doesn't understand what I'm trying to tell her. Like, I don't have a problem showing anybody anything, Zion. I do it for
Yeah,
free all the
true.
time. That's not the problem. The problem is if you think
Oh,
you're gonna
comedian,
walk,
yeah, what's up, babe?
if you think you're
I
gonna
think
continue on with me, you have to be serving a purpose. I'm sorry. That's simple.
If you serving a
You
purpose
can
of
learn
trying to
anything
provide
from me.
for your
You
family,
can learn
that's a
anything
fucking
from me.
purpose,
I teach
Sly.
people how to make money all
If
the
you are
time. And
serving a purpose of trying to take care of your family, that is a purpose. What are the purpose for
that's
somebody
fine.
need?
That's fine. As
What
long
are
as
the
you have a
purpose for
purpose
somebody need?
besides yourself. As long as there's a
Okay, if
purpose.
So,
you taking care
As
of your
long as there's a
family, that's a
purpose.
purpose, right?
That's
Okay.
fine. That's a purpose.
well,
so,
can I say
so,
something? Can I say something? I'm listening to both of y'all. Can I say something? Like, I understand what Zion's saying when she says help and provide knowledge that you have to help.
Already do that.
And I understand that. And Swazi, a person can have a purpose and you fall right into that purpose. And your purpose is to help. And then that becomes your blessing. And that's what she's saying. But then I understand where you're at.
I've done
Where
that
you're
already,
saying
Queen.
you gotta, no, I know you've done it, but listen, we
Come
gotta
on.
let that go.
No, what I'm
Listen to
saying,
what
no,
I'm
Queen.
saying.
What I'm saying is I've already
No,
given
when
it
I
to
say you've done
others
it
without
already, I
purpose.
get that.
I don't eliminate the information because you don't have a purpose. You just don't get to
No,
walk with me. Simple.
I get it. But can I say one
Simple.
thing too? I mean, not to you, but I just want to say what I get. I understand what you're saying, and you could correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm feeling the same way with you. That's what I said. A person got to see my vision, my purpose on earth. And what you're seeing is if you don't see the person's purpose on earth and it makes sense with your purpose, cannot be around. But I get that.
That's it.
And that's all
right.
he's saying. He's not saying he wouldn't help, provide knowledge, but the purpose has to make sense. And it has to go with his flow. Because a lot of times we do this. We do the opposite sides of the magnet. And even though we pulling apart, we still keep trying to attack ourselves. And it doesn't make sense. When we
Right.
waste
So
each other's
basically,
time, when we
Cash
can go
Queen,
find the other end of the magnet that you attack.
Cash Queen. So
Especially
So,
when I'm
basically,
giving
so,
it
he's
to,
no
especially
different.
when it's
so, Cash
taking,
He's
Queen.
it's
no
my
different.
sacrifice, it's my life, it's
He's
my
no
time,
different than
it's my
charging
information.
a fee
Right, so,
for
Cash
his
Queen.
information. He's no different than charging a
I couldn't
fee
No,
get,
he's
for
just
his
saying if he
information.
doesn't see the
So,
vision, he don't see the purpose. It
How
doesn't make
how
sense for
you
him
gonna
to
yeah,
tell
go
but,
somebody if they don't?
out
How
his
do you?
way.
So they gotta
but
do an
just,
interview to get the information if they ask to get. Then they gotta do an interview process. Cash Queen. Really?
right, so
Well,
I was
maybe
just,
I'm lost. Maybe I'm lost. I'm thinking like having people, individuals around you or in a relationship. Are you talking about business wise?
No,
right,
I'm
so
talking about
listen,
basically,
like
I
I'm gonna,
guarantee you, I
can I
guarantee
just
you, everybody
interject there,
that
just
sees
real
the
quick,
gift, look at this, Leo, everyone that
Swaz.
sees the gift has no purpose. I know that already. Next.
Right, just a quick one. Listen to this, right? So, I don't know if you were there, Cash Queen, a couple of days ago, but what we did, what Swaz decided to do, and myself and JP, there was something that came up, and it is a good idea actually. They've set up a wealth group, right, for the IG, right? So how the wealth group works, right? There's X amount of people going to this wealth group, and then we're actually going to go and tap into a market, right? So how it works, right? All the people that jump into this wealth group, right, are going to do exactly what I do, right? But we're all doing it together. But this time round, everybody is getting a piece of the pie.
Okay.
So, right. So Zion, remember when you did that thing the other day?
Yeah.
Right. So basically how this is going to work, right? We're not talking what you got the other day, you know. We're talking on a scale that's like, let's put it this way. If IRS had any chance of having their hands on it, they'll be all over you. Yeah? So because this is all legit, legal and above board, what Swaz has done is we're actually trying to make this possible so that basically, say within like 5 to 10 minutes, everyone's taking 5G.
Everybody's talking about this Leo. What the hell is he talking
Right?
about?
I'm putting me on. Add me to the group. Apparently, I've been left out.
Yeah. Everyone's taking. So, like I
Oh,
said,
can I
that's
get
just.
added to the group?
Pardon, you have to talk to Swaz because I'm not the one who's who's put that
Swazi, you
Right,
together.
don't
the
see my
gatekeeper.
purpose?
But
Can I
The
get added to the group?
gatekeeper. The gatekeeper. He's
but
the gatekeeper, y'all.
Raj,
Am I the gatekeeper or Jenny? Or is there any
I
no
said, can
gatekeeper?
I get added to the group?
Yeah, that's fine.
right, but what I'm saying is the way that Swaz has done it, it's so that everybody that's got that mindset, right, and on that goal, and it's not, you know what it is, for me it's not about the money, it's just people that have been trying to get their lives in check or on track to be able to meet part of your dreams or part of your goals without having to struggle for it as much as you might do now. So it just kind of makes an easier path. But the people that's coming in on it, obviously, as you know, right, we ain't there ain't going to be, put it this way, we ain't bringing in, there ain't going to be, the good thing about the group, right, there ain't no ratchetness in. That's the good thing. That's the first and foremost. Yeah?
I
So,
like that.
right, there ain't nothing called ratchet in it because there ain't no space for that. So,
Exactly.
at the end of the day, it's everybody's trying to meet a goal and everyone's trying to get to a point where you can actually see something in your pocket on a regular basis. So at the moment, I think it's all getting put into place slowly. So obviously a lot of people don't know about it, which is not a bad thing really, because obviously you will get people that want to jump on the bandwagon but really haven't got a mindset or a goal. So it will become pointless because at the end of the day,
because as fast as they can blame me for making the money, is as fast as they'll blame me for losing. Yes,
right,
Leo? Which is why
right.
I don't take everyone's in there, bro.
Oh God. See, Swazi, you can't control
I know,
Vince, I'm
anything,
but
about to take
Swazi.
I
it.
You can't
understand what
All
control
right, so
Swazi's
nobody's
listen.
saying.
money.
Let me show how
I
much.
You
know
can't
what he's
control
saying.
nobody's money though,
Let me
Casper.
explain something.
That's
Let me
not
explain
trying to
something.
control
No, but I
somebody's money.
understand because when money's
How could you
involved,
tell me that when it's how could you tell me I can't control what's mine? It's
You
my
can't
idea.
control
It's my
nobody's
brain. You can
money.
take Leo. You can
Money.
just look. Leo just
Money.
said the same thing. I'm willing to share the
Money.
information with you. There's other people
You
that's willing to share the information with you. You don't have to take my information. You can go anywhere and get
you can't
information.
control somebody's
I'm not
money, sir.
controlling
If
anything.
they make money with
That's the whole
you
point.
and they have to pay a big
Uh,
bill and then they're broke again, you can't control
What's
nobody's
that got to
money
do
and what
with
they had to do
anything?
with their
But you
money.
can't tell me the boundaries I set for myself when I've already dedicated so much time
That's
to it.
your boundaries. That don't have
My
nothing to do with
boundaries.
nobody else's
My
boundaries.
boundaries.
That's
My
yours.
boundaries.
That's yours.
Mine.
That's
Yes.
yours.
what he's
They're
saying, he's
mine.
the
Control
founder.
that.
He's the founder,
They're
and that's
my
It
because
boundaries.
doesn't matter. He's
Yes.
saying that if you make money with him, you shouldn't be broke. If you had a bill to
I
pay
never
or something
said
that
you
came
shouldn't
up
be
on you,
broke. I don't got
you
nothing to do with
can't.
being broke. I don't care about none of that. You can lose money all you want. I'm just saying you're going to blame me whether you succeed or you don't succeed. That's the problem. Yes?
No,
so
that's
you're
not. That's
saying
not
that this
valid. No,
money.
that's not
Hold on,
true.
Swazi, you're saying this money that he's
Right, yeah.
getting
So
goes
basically,
to a good purpose to continue to multiply money, so more money
right.
be placed into it.
So I'm going to answer that.
Is
I'm going
that
to
what
answer.
that is?
Right. So now I'm going to answer
I
that.
get it.
So check this out. Right. So hear this now. So this is how it goes. The bottom line is this. You're not giving your money to anybody. You guys are using your own money on what you find you have sitting down that you can actually spare and won't hurt your pocket. So even if you wanted to use $1, right? Even if you wanted to just use $1, you could, and your dollar could still make you 100. That's down to you. The difference is if there's a direction and you choose to go in another direction, that is still up to you. But
And if you
no
lose,
one.
don't complain.
Pardon me?
And if they lose going in the wrong direction, don't blame anybody.
They ain't got that. There's no one they can. There's no one they can come back to because they've taken that choice on their own.
Thank you.
The whole ride.
Oh, so
how is
you're
he gonna
saying
get the
that
blame
they
for
have
it?
to follow
How would he
the
get the
Well,
blame
blueprint?
for it?
the people that
They
we're
have
bringing.
to follow the blueprint. Did you not hear what I just said?
Yeah. So basically,
Because the blueprint is made for success, is what you're saying. And for
Bottom,
either to see
that's
if
the
it
bottom
works
line,
or not,
exactly.
hold on,
Yeah.
to see if it
So,
works or not, everybody has to be willing to follow
Okay.
the blueprint.
But with
so
that, Cash Queen, with that, how is he going to be blamed for anything? You get my point? That's what
No,
he
that's
said.
not what they're saying. They're
That's what
saying,
Swazi
no,
said.
listen, no, listen. I get it. If you sit and you come up with a blueprint and a plan that you know, if efforts is made, this is your belief. Efforts is made in the right way at the right time in the manner that it's supposed to be, we will all be successful. So now, everybody, and it's just like what I'm saying, if I have a vision, I can only fuck with people that see the vision.
Thank you.
So if there's a blueprint,
right, spot
That's
on.
and
Yeah.
obvious.
you
That
look
is
at the
obvious,
blueprint
Cash Queen.
and
That's
you see it
Thank you.
working and you see the vision and you're willing to follow it because you want to see if it completely works.
And you know why none of you,
We
and
That
all
you know
take
why
a
is
none of, wait,
loss.
can I tell
obvious.
you why none of
That
you
is
can ever
obvious,
make me
Cash
feel
Queen.
bad about it?
That's
I get what
obvious.
you're
Can I
saying,
say
Swagger.
something? Can I say something? You know why none of you can
We
ever make me feel
already
bad about
figured
it?
that in.
You know why none of you can ever make me feel bad about it? Because I'm here because God has me here. I know why I'm here. I'm supposed to be doing the same thing Leo's doing right now, but I'm here reaching out for y'all, the ones that are supposed to be going with me. Not everyone's going.
That you
Not
gotta
That's
see
it.
their
everybody's
purpose
going
Sorry,
to be
because
on
y'all.
the
you're the
rapture.
gatekeeper. That you
Not
gotta
everyone.
see their purpose
Listen,
because you're
listen,
the
listen.
gatekeeper.
No,
You're
I'm
the
not the
gatekeeper.
gatekeeper because you could go right now in the bottom of my page and see the leads, the way I made money. You can take that and say, oh, Swaz made money through investing. Right here. It shows. He's showing me the way. Go take your way. Your way might
But
not be
Zion,
my
let me
way.
No,
say what I'm
no. We're
Your way
talking
Zion,
might
let
not
me
be
about
say
my
getting
this.
way.
in with the
You
group
don't
that's
see the
in
You don't need
vision,
to listen.
understanding.
Zion.
Look,
I
we can
see
do
the
this. Look,
vision.
I
I
can
see the
make it even
vision. I
better for
also
you,
see the
Zion. I can
downfall.
make it
I
even
see the
better.
No, you
downfall too.
can't say that. If you see the vision, you won't see a downfall. That means it's not for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where they're
I
making the
see the
decision to
downfall of
say
That's why I'm
somebody
it's
saying
that's
a
trying to
person
I'll
doesn't
give you
need
what
it.
you
control,
need. I'll
that's
tell you
trying to
what you need to
control
go
shit.
learn, but this is not for you. Simple.
No, you can tell me
Yeah,
what's
because
for
you can
me and
see
what's
a
not for me.
Yes.
downfall of it.
I see the downfall in what he's talking about. You missing a point, Cash Queen. He's the gatekeeper. He can tell you whether you can be in the group or not to
No, I
make money.
can't. JB,
I
he
can
Yeah,
can
see the
put
because
vision.
anybody he wants. He can put anybody he wants in the group. That's not a problem.
No, that's
But
what
you
Leo
can't
just
stay
said.
around
You,
me. That's all I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Leo
what
said
it is,
you
what it
are the
is, right? What it
gatekeeper.
is, the group that's set up, yeah, the group that's been set up. It was an idea that we had when we was on live, but obviously to get in the group because I'm not the one who set the group up, so I can't put you in it because I haven't got the I'm
So
not
I
the
see the
I don't have the
gatekeeper.
admin.
The
Yeah,
gatekeeper.
right. So at the end of the day, how it works, right? So this is how it is. We've come up with an idea. We've got an idea, and it's a very good idea. It's a good plan, right? But it's a workable plan. So everybody who comes in, you have the option to come in with whatever you like. That's your call. No one tells you what you are going to bring to the table, right? I know what I'm putting on the table, and whoever else is in there at that time knows what they're putting on the table. So whatever you put on the table is what you're going to get out of it anyway, right? So the good thing about it is, right, it's we're doing something that's most probably not ever been done, right? So
But
you
isn't
see,
it
like,
be seen like successful?
so
It has to show the
I'll give you
plan.
an example. I'm going to give you an
Yeah,
example.
I get what you're saying. To
Pardon
see
me?
if it works, everyone has to stay and stick to the
No,
plan. I
man's out
get
here.
it.
See, don't
No,
tell me if
man's
I'm
out
in
here
my feelings. I'm
removing
definitely
because I
not
don't
in my
allow.
feelings.
Listen, when
I'm
it
reading
wait a
exactly
second,
what's going on.
wait a second. When I'm over here trying to deliver things to my people, right, and I got the literal people sitting here telling me that I'm holding a gate to information I've been giving away for free since I fucking got here that nobody would stay in the room and pay attention to.
We are talking about
Right?
the
Now
group that
all
you're
of you are
currently
here,
making
right?
money
Time
with
out,
right
time
now.
out,
That's what we're
time out.
talking
Because
about.
no,
We're not
wait
talking
a
about the
second, because
past
now all of you
information
are
that
here,
you've
right?
shared.
And now
We're
all of
not
you are
talking
here
about that,
and
Swag.
still not ready to understand that this requires more sacrifice than what I'm talking about. It requires somebody to actually sit there, study, learn, understand themselves, learn how to trade, understand.
Great.
So it's not
All
just
that.
Swaz, let me just put
Yeah.
you in the group. It's Are you really ready for this? Is this something you're supposed to be doing? Are you just doing it for the money? Because it's really easy for us to create a signal group, and I send you signals and you make money, and you don't never learn how to fish. I'm trying to teach you how to fish so you can teach others how to fish. I need people that are instructors. I don't need people that are going to take the information. That's why I got people right now that when I'm ready to go, they're ready to activate and teach you, because I did it first. I laid the foundation. Who are you to come in my freaking building and tell me that you don't like the way the building is built? Just leave.
No, we talking about
It's my
you being
building.
a gatekeeper of something
No,
that
I'm not a
somebody
gatekeeper.
wants to be a part of.
So we got to know who
I'm not
has
a gatekeeper.
To be
I'm
a
not a
part
gatekeeper.
of it.
No, I'm not a gatekeeper.
You know,
I'm
you
telling you,
want
I
to be a
did
part
this.
of it,
are,
Cash.
because if it's your vision and it was your work,
You
can
want to be a
tell if
part of
someone
it,
has the same
Cash.
vision
Amen.
and see the vision.
You want to be a part of
I
it,
mean,
Cash.
and that call has to.
Now he has to see your
All the
purpose,
How do you
Cash,
how
before
do you
he can
expect
join
one to
you.
make that call? Because everybody can't be in the group. So
But
how would you
Cash,
put the
you
call
want
to
to be
the
in it.
main?
You want to be in there, right? Now he has to
No,
see your purpose.
listen. The reason why
Hold
I
on,
said I
hold
would
on,
be
hold
in
on.
there is because
Hold on.
See your purpose,
One second, one
right?
second.
Swazi
First
comes
of
off
all,
to me as
wait.
a individual that is grounded, and to me, the way that I've seen him project himself here, if y'all not paying attention to the things, like when you come on his live, to me, I see like an organization. I see like something with a goal. And anything like that, I love to make money on all different angles. I work, plus I have my own. I've done insurance investments. So anybody that I see, I think that I can invest in, I'm good with that. So I'm like, Swazi, put me in a group. Now it's up to him to say, is Queen gonna come here, understand and see the vision and execute?
Right. You got to see your
And
purpose.
that's his vision because it was his vision. So it's just like being in a relationship. If the person coming in can't see my vision and roll with the flow so we can execute as planned, it doesn't make sense.
It's a very, very
I mean, if
powerful.
you
That's
It's a
all
very,
that
very
choose
powerful
you
vision.
for this, that's
And I'm
fine.
holding it back
If
from
you
no
feel
So,
one.
like that,
I'm willing to
that's
give
fine.
all the
Swazi,
information
is that
away.
what you're saying? I want to know if
I'm
I'm
willing
right.
to give all the information away
No,
for
I'm
free.
asking you a question. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if that's what I'm saying. Like I'm telling you, it's very, very cut dry for me. Like nobody has to be around me. I'm okay with the information going into like whatever information I'm given. Like I don't force you to be connected to me with the information. Like you know how people will say, "Oh, I'll give you a little bit of here, give you a little bit there." No, I will give it all to you, all of it. I don't mind you knowing
yeah,
everything that
so,
I know, but
so,
don't
so,
stay
so,
around me
But if
without
you
a
fail,
purpose.
then what he's saying, if you fail, it's because you didn't follow the blueprint. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not.
No, you
It's
Cash
still
not
Call.
got to
failing.
get in, Cash
I don't
Queen.
believe
You still got to
anybody. I
get
don't
in,
believe
Cash
anybody
Queen.
that's
You
focused in will fail. I believe there will be
Right. So
times that there will be
basically,
lessons,
right.
but you won't
It
fail.
is very, very cut and dry, right? So we've come up with this
Remember,
idea.
we're talking in parables because I don't even, I wasn't presented with it, so I don't even know.
No, you didn't know about it. I know this. This is what I'm
So
saying to you.
I'm just going by. I want to see your because guess what? You can have a business plan, right? And then the execution steps is where you have to learn. So I want to see I'm trying to hear the business plan, and then I'll get the proposal with the details and then how you execute. But I'm trying to understand how you want to say it. What core values of the company?
Right.
What
Okay.
we're talking about, the core values. So I'm trying to understand the mindset of the group.
Okay. So right. All right. Listen to this. Right. Check this out. Okay. I'm gonna explain this again. Right. So.
Okay.
Listen to this. Listen to me. Listen carefully. Right. So this is what's happened. We had a live the other day, right? We came up with this idea. It is a good idea. It's a brilliant idea. To be perfectly honest with you, right? It would have been. It could have just been 2 people. Everyone seems to have been spinning out. Anyone still there?
Well, I think maybe Zion left, and that because Cash is he's blocked. So
Hi, 86.
Hey, baby.
How you doing? Yeah.
Because I saw you guys doing a live the other day when you was showing him the different graphs and how you read the charts and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But my take on it is what Swazi's saying. Maybe I might be wrong. My take on it is what Swazi is saying is he offers the information, correct?
Exactly.
But he could teach it to you. That's just like me trying to teach someone how to drive this truck.
Right.
You could come in and I could teach you everything I know. But if you're not comprehending it and if you're not picking it up, I'm not going to pass you. I'm not going to put you out here on the road to basically kill everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to like finances or investments, he's got the information out there, right? And
Yeah.
for you to go and do your research, or when he's doing the lives of pertaining to that, if you're not sticking around to get the lesson. See, some people are just thinking, okay, I'm gonna put my money in here and I'm gonna let it do what it do. No, there is work to be done behind the scenes to make
Personal
sure
growth,
that you are
not Swazi growth.
beneficial.
Personal
Oh,
growth.
I get it.
Right.
Not
There's
Okay.
work to
Swazi
be
growth for
done
you.
behind the scenes, not just you sending your money to be invested. No, it's you have to do the footwork
You got
to
exactly.
make
He's
sure
giving you the
that the
blueprint.
investments. So that's why he's saying people will blame him because you saying I want to be a part of the group. Yeah, it's fine. You want to be a part of the group, but are you going to do the
It
footwork
takes.
to make the
Look,
money
listen to Leo.
that you
Listen to
need?
Leo. How many seconds does it take to lose $1,000 in actuality?
About, in actual value, most probably 5 to 10 seconds.
So,
Yeah.
so listen to
I'm
what he just
invested
told
in
you.
for that.
He just explained
Huh?
to you that in 5 to 10 seconds you could lose $1,000, right? Now, if I
Mhm.
were to give you signals, right? I never trained you. I never showed you. I send you a signal, right? I send it through AT&T. It got to convert to Sprint and T-Mobile. It takes 7 seconds to get to you. You then open up your trading application and try to make the trade. 9 times out of 10, what I see, you don't see anymore. That's just how this
It's
game
gone.
is.
Too
And
late.
guess what
Yeah.
you would do?
So
Spot.
Guess what you would do to
in
me?
other words,
Guess
you
what you
got
would
to
do to me?
stay tied to that computer so you don't miss
Yeah,
it.
yeah. No, what you would do is you would take the trade anyway, right? Because it was a signal, and you felt like I just moved because I'm just moving. I don't know anything. This is like how people go to church and don't open the Bible, right? Same thing, right? This is why all these things are interconnected, right? So now instead of you saying like, you know what, I got to be dependent on what I've learned already from the group to determine that this is not a sound decision for me anymore. This doesn't make sense, right? This is why the information is important. I know you all need the information. That's why I'm willing to give it to you. But I'm telling you, there's other parts that I'm looking to do that if you're not serving a purpose, you can go ahead with the information and make money. Am I lying, Leo?
Right. Did you record the live yesterday, Swaz?
I don't recall. All my lives
That's
are
why I
recorded,
say
but I thought we were on your.
comprehending is key.
Yeah, you gotta
And
comprehend.
that's what you got to comprehend. And if you're not comprehending, you're gonna lose.
I can't be
Right.
willing. I can't be willing
And
to
so,
look. Everybody else takes
yeah.
these groups and they bring them on What is it called? There's another app that everybody uses when they want to do private groups. Like it starts with a T. It's slipping my mind. People use WhatsApp. Listen, I've already did these groups in the background, the single private groups. It's obvious that I want many to see it if I'm doing it publicly. Yes, right.
Right.
So these trainings are going to be happening publicly. There's going to be people that are going to attach to the information on their own.
Mhm.
But the problem with that is the only thing y'all don't see is every time somebody new comes, we all got to start over again. I've been here already. I brought this ticket. You understand? I went and learned for myself, developed process in order to say, Leo, didn't I say I'm doing one last class? Because I did 40, 50. I sat with people night after night after night after night after night after night. You didn't do that. You didn't give that sacrifice for me to sit here and tell you right now that I don't put my hand on any money. I know I can make the type of money Leo's making, but I'm still reaching back for you. And then tell me you don't like the way I'm reaching back, man, then don't reach for me.
The thing about it is,
Simple.
like you say, you know your purpose. You know your purpose and you know what you were called to do.
Simple.
I don't care how much you try to go, how they say you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. You don't have to keep explaining what you're doing to people who, when you know your struggle, you know what you have done,
right?
You know the footwork that you have done. If they don't like it, they don't like it.
And that's my point. That's
right.
Yeah, the only reason I'm willing to explain it because it's someone I care about. And for her to have that perception of me, for you to think that I'm over here just playing with my time to allow just any random old nincompoop to destroy what I'm trying to do, you got me sadly mistaken, Zai. I've already eliminated many
Because
others.
people don't value their time, so they expect for you not to value yours.
Exactly. Say that again. People don't even
Because
value
people
their
don't value
time.
their time, so they expect for you. I'm not about to keep saying the same thing over and over again because you on SLD level. Slow learning disorder. I'm not about to do it.
I could have just been a greedy
I'm
ass
not about to
nigga,
do it.
trading with my brothers, my cousin, and showing them how to make money, and we could have just do what everybody else did, make some inner wealth. But that's not what I did. I did the exact opposite. I did what God told me to do. I'm showing others before I even walk into my money. I'm not even taking what's right in front of me. Leo will tell you. I know the
Yeah,
time when shit happens.
Swaz was with me yesterday. Swaz was with me yesterday when I was actually trading live. Right now,
I saw it. I came in and out when you were showing him the different graphs, and then you went over here and you said it's going to eventually, go out this way. But
Wait
yeah.
a minute. You're showing how to do trading?
Yes, showing you how to read the chart.
Swazi,
how to read
I
the
need to
chart.
be in that group.
Yes.
So basically,
That's
when
what
I
I'm
made
getting into, and right now, you know what I'm studying? I don't mean to cut you. Taxes.
right.
There's
So
so much different tax bracket. Even for gifting, you could get $1,600 on a dollar, and our people don't know.
So
the value and all of that goes. So I was
But look
actually
at Leo.
headed in
Leo,
that
look at how
direction.
look at what money do though. Don't just look,
right.
just look, because before there was any money in the discussion, we was chill. Everybody good. This is why
So,
this is why I'm so cautious about what I'm doing and who I'm doing it for and what they're doing with it. I'm cautious.
The reason why
Listen, you can make money
it's
anyway.
very
You don't need me.
and the reason why it's sensitive, is because of the amount of money.
Thank you.
And the possibility of the amount that's going to be taken. Now the thing is, right? If Swaz was thinking about himself yesterday, he would have gone in on the trade with me yesterday as well and taken the same amount of money as what I took. Yeah, but he chose to let.
Go ahead and get somebody else up. Let me finish driving. But I just wanted to come and try to break it down for the people in the background, away in the back of the classroom, who don't bring a different type of form in. Because when Leo talk, everything is that's what he said. So yeah, for those who needed another example.
Yeah. Okay.
I got you,
Thanks,
Leo.
Ainsley.
I got you.
Yeah. Oh, guess what? By the way, before you go, I like that truck video with the girl that was talking about the guys in Florida.
Oh yeah, that was funny. I watched that this morning.
I sent it to Swaz. I sent it to everybody.
That was you.
Yeah, I sent it.
That's me. That's how I truck lingo.
Oh yes, you did send that to me.
That was I sent it. Yeah, take care.
Take care.
All right, babe.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what I was saying, right? So this is the thing. So this is why I know that basically at the end of the day, the bottom line is this, right? When this is cut down dry and I go to sit on this computer and I go to pull a trade and I say, right, this is the direction we're going, right? I said, this is how I'm going to explain it so people will understand. 12 people will go in one direction and 12 people will go in another direction, right? Mm-hmm. Now check out how this works. So what we're doing is we're planning on moving the banks. We are making the banks see us on the floor. That's the bottom line, right? Now, if I draw a line in the middle, right, of a chart, no matter what happens, the chart is going to go back to that line.
Okay.
No matter what. So whoever's gone that way is going to stay, and whoever's gone that way is going to stay. One way or the other, the two are going to pass. One way or the other. So you take the money going down and you take the money going up. Period.
Leo, do you know that I have my Series 6 license?
You've got your license. Oh, nice. Congratulations.
I did it through Prior America. I had my 214, then I did the 215 and the Series 6. But before that, I did my broker license. I didn't like the real estate world. So I got into the insurance and investments. But I just didn't really get to learn the trading.
See,
And I want to be more equipped.
the forex is the backbone of what moves everything financially anyway.
6.6 trillion a day.
Right, whether you buy food, whether you buy a car, whether you buy insurance, whether you buy a house, no matter what you do, everything comes back to the stock market, because it's the stock market is why there's money in the banks. And the banks have to take your money and do what I do with my money. So no matter what you do, when you put your money in the bank then takes your money, sits down on the same floor that I'm on, and I can see them. So I know where they are. So the whole idea is, when I place a trade, I'm trading in the same direction as the bank. Now, the banks are very tricky, right? And I'll tell you as for why. Guess what happened yesterday, Swaz? You know, after I pulled that trade, yeah? Right, you see, after I'd done that big trade yesterday, about 3 hours later, right, I know the banks knew, were watching where I was, because every time I tried to pull something, they were there to make sure I weren't going in the same direction. So here what I did. I said, you know what? Let me take what I took. I know what I did, I threw them a penny. I said, you know what, you lot can have it. Take it. Because I know that's what you want to do. Because every time I made a move, they moved in the opposite direction. So I knew they were on me after yesterday. That is why sometimes I try not to get too greedy and put too much on the platform. Because I know once I start doing that, they start changing the algorithm. And I get that, right? But you see, if we do it the way that you said it's supposed to be done, right? And I agree, because I saw that myself, but I didn't think I'd get the numbers to be able to do that. If it was done the way I think it's supposed to be done, where you've got 26 people, right? You split the 26 into 2, and 13 go one way and 13 go the other way.
Yeah.
We will move the banks. Now, don't matter what happens, the amount of money that we would be moving, just suppose 26 people put $100 in each, right? And the market went that way. 13 people will be earning a hell of a lot of money, right? And 13 people will be losing for now. But that's not the problem, because guess what? When the 13 people that's made X amount has made it, right? They've got an option to pull out, take that money. The good thing is, then you've got 13 people going back down the other way, and those 13 people going down the other way take a hell of a lot of money. And it just constantly keeps bouncing backwards and forwards. So no matter what happens, you're taking money whichever way you go. The only difference is, those 26 people are the bank. So the amount of money that pulls in it within that bank is, okay, so like for example, yesterday, right? What was that I used? $100 in it, Swaz, $100 a point?
Yeah.
It was $100 a point. So I took round about, say, I took about 10,000 yesterday, right? Now, here how this works. That was just one person. If that was 13 people, no, 26 times 10,000, Swaz, what is that?
260 grand. $250,000.
Okay,
Right.
see, I like those. I like what I'm hearing.
Right.
How much? 40 what?
So,
$250,000.
I was already there.
To be split by 26, so like 9,000.
Right.
There with
It's
what
$250,000.
y'all talking about.
So that's $250,000, right? So check it how this works out now. So you split $250,000 between 26 people. How much does each person get?
What the
So you're
26
saying
people
that
out
we
of
can't lose even if you go the opposite direction that don't make the 250,000?
what you're gonna make it on one
If
direction or another is the point.
right, so
So it's
here how
not that the ones that make it give a
no, no,
percentage
no,
to
no,
the
no.
others?
Listen. So basically, it doesn't matter if the 13 people lose, right?
Yeah,
The
that's what
other
I'm saying.
third,
The 26 is gonna still get everybody
Yes,
right?
everybody, no
because
matter
we
what.
were using a technique in the first place to get
It's
Thank
it's
you.
called leverage. You're just leveraging the. It's a leverage. Yeah.
What
Hedging.
you're basically doing, right, is you're hedging
Yeah.
the market. That is why, if you guys have ever heard the term hedge funders make millions. And the reason why they make millions is because they've got millions to put in. So what happens is, whichever way they go, they're constantly going to be making money. It doesn't matter which way you go, because they've gone in as a group. The money's bundled up and it's split in two directions. One direction is going to get, then the other direction is going to get. It doesn't matter which way it goes. So basically, it's like if I take $2, I put $1 one way and $1 the other way. That $1, right, is going to make X amount. The other dollar might get wiped out. It don't matter. But whichever one takes, it's going to take more than what
No,
dollar was worth in one going
see,
down.
that's what they want you to believe. There's times when the market is lulling. There's not enough people in it, and you can take advantage of it. So you find those gaps in the market where everybody is not. Listen, it's not what people think, and Leo knows it. And
Right.
And this is the problem. This is the problem because there's information, right? And then you got what Leo and I know. And that's the difference. You could go learn all of this, all on your own. You can learn how to read the candlesticks. You can learn all of that stuff. But to start understanding the banks and to understand that this is an algorithm and to understand that you're in some sort of matrix, you got to learn that you're actually fighting against it. That like all of that stuff is a part of what we're trying to do, and people have to stick around and listen for it. Because if I just show you on a
Right. So
candlestick, it ain't gonna be enough. You're gonna candlestick your ass broke. That's a promise.
right. So check this out now. So look at this. This is the same chart as no, this is a different chart actually, but I'll show you. Hold on. Right. So basically, right, if 26 people here, so from here, right here, right, I'll draw the circle. Let me just draw it so you guys can see it. Hold on. Where's the brush? So right here.
What's sexier to you, Leo? This right here?
Huh?
What's sexier to you? Two bouncing butts?
Say that again?
What's sexier to you, right? What would grab your attention more? Two bouncing butts on the screen to the right or that chart?
Start again.
What's sexier to you, right? Would it be two bouncing butts on the screen to the right or that chart? Which one would grab
this
your
chart?
attention? And that's what I need for people. If that doesn't happen for you, if that is not sexy to you, you will not make money.
Yeah, if you can't see this chart and see what's going on here. So like, for example, you see this top part here? Let me just draw it again. See right here? Hold on. I'm trying to bloody get the brush. Oh, okay, let me draw a rectangle. Fuck it. I'm flipping hopeless when it comes to this shit, man. Okay.
I think we're about to lose.
See right here? Right, you see this bit here, yeah?
Leo, I think we're about to lose the live, bro.
Oh, okay.
So you might have to go live on your own.
You gonna come back?
Yeah, come back if you guys,
if I
when
come
you're
back,
ready.
I won't be in the first half hour of the conversation, but I don't mind starting it up so y'all can come back to the same spot again.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Do you want me to come out and come back in?
Yeah, let's just come right back because I'm about to hit the 4 hours. So that's how I know, guys, because I do it on the dot, 7 on the dot. I don't have to guess when the live is ending. I know. See how we do it?
All right, then. I'll see you lot in a minute. All right, cool.
All right, so we'll come right back, y'all. Everybody follow everybody real quick. Follow everyone that you see. Zion, Cash Queen, Leo. Follow me if you're not following me. We're coming right back. We're going to call this, what do we title this next live? I don't know. I'll come up with something. I appreciate all of you blessings. I'm very appreciative of you. If I don't get a chance to tell you again, Little B, very appreciative. QV, very appreciative. Zion, very appreciative. JP, extremely appreciative. Ebony, Cuban, all of you stay supporting. Bunny, thank you. Thank you for coming through and being the center of the conversation earlier when I needed to change directions. I appreciate that, bro. We'll be back.